The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, no Suikoden, but a guide of sorts, an introduction to multiple kinds of games, and impromptu Q&A.
Shall we play a game?
Player to another.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Nude Clan, the video game podcast that doesn't play the games they're supposed to review. I am your host, your failure of a host, Kaleb Schweiss.
Caleb Craig.
Cameron.
Zack, not the failure.
Well, the thing is, it technically wasn't due today, because last week we did a review. This week is supposed to be the off episode. It's technically due the next time we record, which is next week.
Well, it was actually supposed to be done last week, but yes.
But, yeah.
We're really having a hard time with the Suikoden 2.
I don't think we're having a hard time. We're having
a not time.
Yeah, we're having a not time. We just haven't been playing it.
Yeah.
It's not because the game's hard.
Well, it's not that the game's hard or bad or anything, but
it's just that it's the meme where we're holding hands to Suikoden 2, but then you're looking over at Conan.
Yeah.
And I'm looking over at any other game that's not Suikoden.
The jealous girlfriend meme.
Yeah. It's just that...
or distracted boyfriend. Whatever it's called.
I don't know what it is. It's just not capturing my imagination right now. I probably just need to put time in it.
Yeah.
And then I can get to a point where I don't want to put it down. I don't think it's like I inherently don't like turn-based combat games, because I loved I Am Setsuna. Like, I got into that. There was something about the atmosphere of that game that really pulled me into it.
That one's not really turn-based, though.
It's turn-based. I have to select my attacks. In my mind, I lump every game where you select your attack from a menu as a turn-based game.
Setsuna is turn-based. It's not active time battle at all.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that. But for some reason, I don't feel that same enjoyment from the OG Final Fantasy VII, and I'm not quite there with Suikoden 2, but I could just put in some more time. I might feel it.
Yeah.
More.
I don't mind it. I just...
One thing that I can't
escape the exiled lands. No one escapes.
Are you able to make your character
7?
Like an hour past the beginning?
Okay, that's why. After you leave Midgar, you'll...
God, so why would you make the first moments in your video game boring? That's, to me, it makes it feel like you're going to...
It's like a 5-hour tutorial area, essentially.
I hate it. But in Suikoden 2, like, are you able to make your character run consistently, like in towns and stuff, to make him move faster?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't make my character do it. He'll do it sometimes, but other times he just won't. He'll just walk, and I can't make him do it. Like, if you hold down a direction, how do you get him to go fast?
It's the digital version.
Maybe, because he'll sometimes do it, and most of the time he won't. I don't know why. And it's like, it takes forever to get from place to place.
Yeah, it's like...
it's like you're forced... Like, imagine playing Pokemon and you never get a bicycle.
That would be rough.
Yeah, well, I think it's like Circle or something on the PlayStation 3 that I'm playing.
Maybe I've tried everything.
Fine.
I'm going to try it again. If you hit Circle, make some run, then I'll try that.
Can you change the button layout?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of. And it's weird that he would sometimes do it and sometimes, or most of the time, he doesn't.
Yeah, I have heard that digital version is full of glitches and bullshit, so that could be one of them.
Yeah.
You just can't run all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a pain. It's not like it's game breaking. But
You're the proxy Craig right now because you're using his.
No, there's
his
no glitches yet. I refuse to acknowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen any glitch. And it's, I don't know, it's a cool looking game. It kind of has that Super Nintendo Final Fantasy VI look to it, where it's kind of like it's the 3D, but like it's still kind of spritey, stuff like that. So I'm enjoying it, but I just haven't played it very much to enjoy it. So
Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. So today we're going to be talking about. We got a really great question that we're going to really dive into, and it's like, what is a good introduction game for
Each genre.
Each genre.
The gateway game. for
Yeah,
each
and
genre.
we had one that was like this where it was our favorite game in each genre, but I think that the gateway is it's different, and I think it's kind of cool.
I'd agree because just because it's our favorite, or not like just because it's our favorite game doesn't mean it's a good introduction game for gamers. Like
Yeah.
if we say
Yeah.
like, oh, you should play Sekiro because it's a good Soulsborne game, that's not a good introduction to the series.
No, well, I would argue that
I would say
any
not.
Soulsborne game is not a good introduction to a Soulsborne
Whatever, I'll
series.
die on the hill that Bloodborne is a good introduction
I
game.
think you need to work your way up, and if you're not a hardcore,
Dude, I'm not gonna do like no, dude. I'm gonna go straight to black tar heroin. I'm not a pussy.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna take pills and be like, yeah, like I'm gonna go for it.
yeah,
Well, I mean, that's what we'll find out.
yeah.
Maybe you will. Maybe that is your introduction, is to make them never want to play it again. But yeah, before we dive into any of that kind of stuff, guys, what has everyone been playing this last week? Again, 1 week since last time.
Well, let's see. I played The Last of Us 2, and some Grim Dawn, and Chex Quest HD.
Jesus, did you find Chex Quest on Steam?
Dude, it's free. It's fucking sweet. I want to play the multiplayer now really bad. I want to fucking spoon you
want
guys.
a spoon? Yeah.
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 Is it like the hyper spoon or something like that?
No, it's not the spork. It's just the regular spoon.
Is that the
But
BFG? Is the
dude, the spork is so cool. I hope the spork is in the game, but I don't think it is.
See, the hard thing about a spork, though, is that it is kind of the most useless utensil of all
Well,
time.
I mean, in Chex Quest, it's like a spinning spork. So it's like an electrified spork.
Because, like, the spork, it's a terrible fork, and it's a subpar spoon.
It's
Yeah.
like a bad spoon.
But it's
really,
an awful
but
fork. It's a terrible
It's not
fork.
great for either thing, and I'm not sure why it was made. But
It was a mistake. They, like, accidentally melted a fork and a spoon together in a factory, and they're
it's
like,
like this
"Oh
could
my
be used
God.
for something.
This could be used for almost nothing, but let's make
Yeah,
it
a much
anyway.
better invention is the spife.
The spife. I mean,
Oh, you get like a
Not
knife on the
really.
side of the fork?
No, knife on the side of a spoon.
Oh.
Yeah.
that would
that's
be
crazy.
that would be a pork.
that would not be great.
A pork?
Yeah.
A knife on the side of a fork wouldn't be great either.
No, it really wouldn't, because then
Yeah,
you would
it
just
would
have
be
two
such a
forks.
small-
The point
yeah.
of the fork is to like prong something while you cut it with a knife.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, the spife is much better.
But you could have, so you would have,
you can cut the side of your mouth on your cereal.
Yeah.
but you would have,
It's not for the weak.
Do you know I got these scars?
It's not for the weak.
I used a spife.
well, the fork one though I like, because then you would have two forks, but one of them has a knife on the side. So like, and then
Just
when,
a regular fork where you're like,
yeah, and when you're not using the knife, you can double fist the forks, and you can like just chow.
The only thing about what would that be? A fife?
I told you it's a pork.
A pork?
That's a spoon.
No, a knife and a fork would be a nork.
A nork?
A nork?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
the
a
only
fork?
thing about that is the tines on the fork are too small to
A
really
cork?
hold a good knife.
It would have to be like a knife, and then it's like a flat knife that,
Yeah.
that has the prongs like at the top. So
Yeah.
only one
And then
side.
one side's got the little
with only
edges on
one
it.
side is bladed.
Yeah, I'm thinking like one side of the fork, like the very edge prong, has a blade.
Well,
So
the
you
edge,
can, like-
the tine on, it's just not thick enough to be a decent knife.
It wouldn't be thick enough to be a good fork either.
That's why the spife is definitely the superior method.
one. Just
What would
one,
what would all three of them combined be called?
a fork. A Swiss Army utensil.
Yeah.
Swiss Army utensil.
Yeah.
A sporf.
I don't know. That would be weird.
But there has to be a K in front of it and the K silent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The case silent.
The silent K.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What's the BFG replacement in that game?
The BFG replacement.
Yeah.
There's not really a BFG in that game. I mean, you get like a shit ton of different guns, but I mean, maybe it would be no, because the spork would basically be like the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a BFG in that game.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they just reskinned everything.
Was the BFG in the first one?
The first Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it has one. I don't remember one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the spork would be...
the Chex Quest HD is only like the first 5 levels. It's not a complete remake.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have everything. I don't think the spork is in it, which is unfortunate. But I do really want to try out that fucking that multiplayer.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. I think that'd be a lot of fun, especially if you can like make your own maps and shit like they can in the old Doom.
I don't know if you can
Make like
for the
alternate
HD
cereal
version.
maps, like you have like the Reese's Puffs.
But for the HD version, they have like other characters. So there's like a rye chip wearing a cape.
Or like you have to fight Captain Crunch. He's like the final boss.
He's
Well,
the icon of
it's
sin.
Yeah.
So the original one was just for like Chex cereal, but the Chex Quest HD is like trying to promote Chex Mix.
Oh.
So it's like got the other characters, like it's got like the pretzel person, like the breadstick thing, the rye chip, and then like the wheat Chex, and then like of course the regular Chex Warrior. But yeah, so
A4 just said they have a Count Chocula shout out in one of the text logs.
It's
It's pretty
nice.
funny.
The BFG is the large area zorching device.
okay, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I thought you said there wasn't one in the game.
I didn't think that's what it was. I mean, there's fucking. I mean, all the Zorchers feel somewhat similar, but
I mean, they're all Zorchers.
yeah, they're all Zorchers.
Yeah, that would have been awesome if Captain Crunch was Icon of Sin. Yeah, it's fucking. You have to overcome.
Captain Crunch is the icon of sin.
Yeah,
You cut the roof of people's mouths.
It's like so it's gonna be like the battle in like what is it the second one? So like you're just busting off Captain Crunch off the side of him until like you can get underneath.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my face? Nah. Talking to the chat.
So you played that, huh?
Yeah,
And you said it's on PC.
yeah, it's on Steam for free.
That one gets you a little bit.
Nice. Nice.
I want Chex Quest, like the OG Chex Quest, to come to console, but I doubt it will.
Yeah. What was it on? It was just an old PC game, right? It came with cereal.
It came in the cereal boxes of Chex. It's like the greatest game ever.
Do they give out prizes anymore in cereal boxes?
I think so.
Because
but
like I'm
I don't
an
think
adult,
it's-
so I don't
think
I
it's
get
anywhere
those.
near as common as it is.
Dude, like I remember getting like the little like lightsaber spoons when Star Wars came out and shit like that. I don't do stuff like that.
I don't think they do that
As an
often.
adult, I would buy more cereal if I got a prize in the box.
Yeah, they do
like
that more.
100%.
Bring that back.
I can actually buy it. Like I'm not like a kid. Like, Mom, you should give me this $17 box of cereal for the lightsaber. I can buy it. I'm not asking permission. I'll buy it.
I'm gonna buy this box of Reese's Puffs because it's giving me lightsaber
Are you-
chopsticks for
Are you-
some reason.
Are you gonna eat it? God no. But I want the lightsabers chopsticks.
Fucking, you tell me you would need a Reese's Puffs,
Dude, Reese's
man?
Puffs isn't that great.
Yeah,
if we're
it
going
is.
by the
Fuck
tier,
you.
if we're going by the tiers of cereal,
Dude,
it's cinnamon toast crunch,
you can
fruity
make
pebbles,
fucking
all the way
awesome
down here.
Rice Krispie treats with fucking Reese's
Don't you
Puffs.
poison my Rice Krispie treats, you fucking
Whoa,
heathen.
whoa, whoa! You're saying what was that again? What were those?
Reese's Puffs for Rice Krispies is what he's saying.
No, you're ranking.
Dude, cinnamon toast crunch and fruity pebbles are like the top tier cereal. No, they are. I don't care what you say.
Honey Bunches of
good.
Oats is better than
Honey Bunch of Oats is great, yeah, but you don't. It's like a club. It's like the Jedi Council. Like there's 12, like the 12 apostles. Like there's 12 cereals that are just fantastic. We just got to figure out what all of them are. And I submit to you that cinnamon toast crunch and fruity pebbles is up there. And I'll also
so what,
say
the
that
Yoda
the honey.
and Mace Windu of the
Yeah,
Jedi Council.
yeah, and it's like Reese's Puff comes up and I'm like, you have a seat on the council, but you're not a master. And Reese's Puffs is like, no, I want me, and he can't.
So you're saying that Reese's Puffs is the chosen one?
No, because that was a misunderstood translation of what they were reading.
Is it?
It's not.
Well, I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch is good, but Fruity Pebbles, I like them. I don't know. Most cereal's pretty good.
I'll go with that. I think most cereals are pretty good. There's some from the UK that I wish we had over here that I really miss. Like those Craves, where they have like...
Crave's still around.
They have them here, but they're not the same. There's ones in England that have like hazelnut inside.
Oh, yeah.
And those are the
They
fucking
do like their hazelnut.
bomb, dude. Those are... Yeah, they have that instead of peanut butter. Like, peanut butter's so expensive over there. The hazelnut's
I'm
pretty
not a
cheap.
fan of Nutella. I
That's
tried
okay.
it.
Aren't you
And
fat?
it's
I'm fat, and I love Nutella.
I like it, but it's not like
What about
I go out of
Biscoff?
my way for it.
What about Biscoff?
I've never tried that.
Biscoff's pretty
It's
damn
really
good.
good.
Is it like the same shit?
Oh, you need to introduce us
No.
to Vegemite.
No, God, why would I? Vegemite's disgusting.
Yeah.
Vegemite is terrible. If they tell you they like it, they're lying to you.
Yeah, A4 says there's cum-filled Crave in the UK.
I believe that.
He's the one that would know.
Yeah. I
so many jokes of like English men being closeted homosexuals that's something I could believe.
Yeah, you get along with them then,
Yeah.
eh? You
Yeah.
and A4.
You'd have to go to like a special. You'd have to go to a special store for it, I believe. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gay store, they have like an alternate universe. It's like Android's dream of Electric Sheep. They just have like the gay police and they have the straight police and then the gay supermarkets.
Yeah, it's just like the closet
Isn't
corner shop.
isn't a gay supermarket just a farmer's market?
No, I think it's just Whole Foods.
It's just like a Walgreens, but it's called the Closet, and then you gotta like.
We find A4 hiding in there all the time.
Yeah. So
Is
Like
Brandy
sensitive
searching
bubbles.
for him?
probably. So Chex Quest, huh? Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that brings back old memories.
yeah, dude. I wanted to
Years
play
and
the
years ago.
HD version ever since I heard that it was the thing, and since it's free.
Yeah.
I mean, the
that's-
original versions are free too, and there's like 4 of them. There's like 4 Chex Quest games that you could just go and download.
I wonder if they follow the Doom like canon in like an oddly similar way. Like
That
the
would
third one
be
is a survival
Fucking
horror.
hilarious. I don't know if they do. I've never played any of them past the first one. So
and there's a
if,
lot
like,
of like
the
alternate
Icon of
universe.
Sin is the bad guy of the second one, right?
No, he's a DLC bad guy, isn't he? He's not the actual
I
bad guy
thought-
in 2. I thought he was like a DLC. is
No,
what he
he's
is.
the bad guy in 2.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, the huge because that's the
Yeah.
bad guy in the
So-
new one. Yeah,
Right.
So we'll have to see at the end of Chex Quest 2 if there's like an Icon of Sin.
He's crazy in 2. Also, he's like nuts. So much health. Yeah, we got to see if it follows it. Like the third one's a survival
Be like
horror,
some kind of giant phlegmoid.
and maybe Chex Quest paved the way. You know, Doom started it, and then Chex Quest surpassed and like gave them their trajectory for the. And like the fourth one has a super metal soundtrack. Like it's sweet.
Man, dude, this makes me want to. I want them to do a Doom 2016 remake, and then we can get Chex Eternal.
Yeah. Just super fast combat, like really gory. How would you do that? Just like innards of cereals.
Well, no, see, like you fight the phlegmoids, which are basically just like slime creatures.
The cacodemon could be like a giant Reese's.
They
Reese's
have
Puff cereal.
cacodemons in Chex Quest. It's those dudes. It's like the slime dudes that are in like the egg, like outfit thing.
Oh, okay.
And they got these like arms that shoot slime at you.
Nice. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I'll have to get that. Just fuck around with it. You played anything else? Just that.
Just those 3 so
Okay.
far. Oh, actually, I did play like Honey Pop for like 5 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah. And A4 told me to get it because it was like $2, so I was like, okay.
I've got the free, or Dwayne gave it to me, and he has like the uncut version. So
The uncut version.
This
Yeah.
uncircumcised version of Honey Pop.
yeah, exactly.
The gameplay is weirdly interesting.
It's a good puzzle game.
Yeah.
He's been wanting you guys to review that for so long.
Yeah, I think it's something we
It's
should
like
probably end up doing.
Bejeweled, but you can like drag a piece like anywhere as long as it's along the same line, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
No idea.
I do.
Maybe we'll have to make Cameron play it. Let's make the one who would suffer the most. The only one that would probably suffer, honestly.
You just have to make a file in the directory called Nude Patch, and it uncensors the game.
Oh, nice. There you go.
What game? Honey Pop?
Yeah, Honey
Yeah.
Pop.
Jesus.
The Steam version is censored.
Honey Pop
Well,
is
like,
on
what is it
A4's
censoring?
forced entry list for
Tits.
you and Schweiss.
Oh, so it actually
game.
makes...
It actually like brings in nudity to the game because the game.
Well,
Is
the point
is
to
the
date
main
girls.
character 1,000-year-old angel or...
It probably
demon?
is.
There
'cause
is,
A4 loves
yes,
that,
a
yeah.
love fairy, but she is over 18.
Does she look over 18?
She's over 18.
She looks over 18 in anime standards, I guess. So she
So
still,
she's-
Oh, no,
so
she
she
just
still
looks
looks
like-
like
she looks 12.
She still looks like a 16-year-old girl, but she's
that's
like
gross.
Yeah, the old
But she's
workaround.
18.
That doesn't.
She looks
make
like
me
she's
happy.
11, but
she's
she's
a love
really
fairy.
Dude, I
1,000
hate
years
that.
old.
Yeah, I
But
hate that shit.
it has voice
Hate it.
acting, and her voice acting, her voice actor is definitely not 16 years old.
You sound like a smoker.
Yeah, it's the Roz.
I guess I just
from
want to understand
Bounty.
porn games.
It's in English too, which I was surprised by. So
Yeah, we'll have to do it, Cameron. I think that'll win when we get to that forced entry for sure. All right, what about?
there's a
If you
cat
think
girl?
that's bad,
boy.
wait till the cat girl. A4.
Nice. All right, Cameron. What about you? What have you been playing?
Played a little of Suikoden. Suikoden 2. Then did we play Super Smash? Or was that the week before? I don't think we played any Smash.
I think it was last week.
Then I played a little bit of Call of Duty with the boys, a little bit of Overwatch. I streamed some Overwatch. Played a little bit of Grim Dawn, and then I've played a little bit of Escape from Tarkov.
Nice. How are those last two?
Escape from Tarkov is hard. Still learning how to play the game. I feel like I will like it once I know how to play the game. And then Grim Dawn I enjoyed. It's fun. It's just another Diablo-esque clone that will probably invest enough time to officially, reach the level cap and never play again.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's a story, so we can beat it. I don't know how long it is though. It's probably 30 hours.
Nice. All right. Yeah, that could be fun. If you guys end up finishing it, you can always just do a side review.
Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Zack?
Oh man, played some Last of
Grim
Us
Dawn is
2.
made by some of the original Diablo team. Well, that's cool.
That would make sense.
Yeah, a lot of those knockoffs are that way.
But yeah, so some Last of Us 2, some Undertale. I'm kind of slogging through that one.
Through both of those, really.
Yeah. Shut up. So one of us has more free time than the other person.
Can't spoil.
Lies.
Overwatch and Call of Duty. I didn't play very much this week.
Nice.
Couple weeks.
All right, so I played my daily stuff in Dissidia NT so that I can keep getting my bonuses, kind of a thing. Well, it's not really a bonus, but it's one of the titles you have to play for 3 months or something in a row. I'm starting to get my ass kicked by people online though, which is annoying because I don't want to. Because I have to win 300 matches, and it's I don't want to lose 300 matches to win 300 matches. So I might try to fuck with my internet settings again to make it impossible to run into other human beings so that I could just dominate it. But I don't know. So I've been playing that. I also played a decent amount of Conan Exiles.
Of course.
Tranced by the Exiled Lands once again, and I've got a pretty good setup. I've got a purist playthrough where I've got nothing but named thralls running my city, which is awesome. So I've had to go back to the same. I'm also trying to make I'm trying to only exist in noob camp, which is kind of annoying because some stuff isn't really all that close to noob camp, but I'm kind of existing in that one little strip of land along the river. So, and I just want to have every outpost filled by a named dude, because that's one of the ways to get all the items craftable and shit like that. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of fucking around, but I'm fucking around way too much. I didn't even play any Final Fantasy 14 this week because we did a podcast last week. Had a Patreon invite, so we didn't play at all. But that's it for me. So the real question, the only question, did anyone beat a game this week? Craig.
I beat Last of Us 2.
Whoa, you beat Last of Us 2. Weird. Why are you playing Last of Us 2, Craig?
I don't know, man. I
That's
just don't know anymore.
you just play things randomly.
I feel like I had a motivation, but I don't have that anymore.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
didn't have it halfway through.
All right. Well, that's a there's a mini review for you. We are planning
No,
on
if you want a
playing-
mini review, that game is ham-fisted as fuck.
I guess one of our listeners told Craig it was the greatest game of all time, and I need to know what other games this person has played to put The Last of Us 2 as the greatest game of all time.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
it doesn't sound like they played many games.
mini games or many?
Many.
What if they played many mini games?
That doesn't count. It's like
So like they
that's-
buy games and they only play like Super Turkey, Turbo Puncher, and Doom 3.
Well, then
that's it.
Then that's like being a mobile gamer, and I don't think it counts.
Oh, okay. They're not real gamers.
Uh-oh.
I know. It's gonna be fun.
No, but I agree.
Yeah. Well, that's another. So we're adding Last of Us 2 to our rotation of games,
Shadow Legends.
and we're
I
also
think we said that before, didn't we?
we might have. Yeah,
That
we're
it was
also
gonna be our Uber.
considering adding Ghosts of Tsushima. We haven't really come to an agreement yet on whether or not we want to do that, but 3 of us at least want to play that game for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm
mean,
going to
I'd
be
play
playing
it.
it anyway.
I'm gonna be playing it anyway as well.
If we make
so-
it the Uber game, I will.
All right, we'll make it an Uber game.
I think that's gonna be like one of the important things too. Is like we got to play like the big like AAA titles coming out.
Yeah,
too.
we need to play the game everyone else is playing.
Yeah,
Have our review out right on time.
We're gonna have to. I think we should stream it too. To be honest.
and 3 of us
Yeah.
already want to do it, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
So we'll add that to the rotation too. And like the Uber game, the way we did it before was we would play the Uber game, periodically. And the thing that I don't like about that is that games come out at certain times, and it
Yeah,
makes
we had
sense to
that
play
like
it.
year cap to vote on it, but then we missed out on a lot of bigger games.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think it's better to just do them as they come out. I just kind of like
If we
make
can,
room. Yeah, if we can. But I think we can do it for this one.
But we don't really have anything else coming out till like the end of the year because we got Cyberpunk in like November, September.
Yeah,
No, I
it's
think it's
something like
November.
that. They keep delaying that fucking thing.
I think
so.
it's November now. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the end of the year is when we get that. So
Well, cool. Yeah, Cameron, what about you? Did you play anything?
No.
Cameron
Did not. Yeah.
Zach.
I did not either.
I also have failed. So the hog for the hosts is as follows: a 2-way tie, double king hog between Craig and Zach. I am in second, or I guess third place with 9 games. Those guys have 11, by the way, and Cameron has 8 games completed. So that is where we are at this moment in time.
yeah, Cam, your last game beat was Pimp My Ride.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
You gotta at least beat one more.
Cleanse your
I'm
palate.
just so empty inside.
I understand. I do. But
From,
what, we have to move on.
You're
I moved
empty
on.
inside.
From ghost riding.
You
After Pimp
are
My
empty
Ride.
inside. It's not like anybody else around here has felt that after playing a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's
Can't-
not like I won't. I will refuse to play it for a charity stream.
Yeah, charity.
I will refuse to play it for a charity stream.
It was not. See, the worst part about, again, I've said this before, Pimp My Ride was not a broken game. It's just a dumb game.
Okay, yeah, it's fair.
So it wouldn't
And
be.
Bounty Hunter is both
painful.
broken and dumb.
Nah, it's not as broken as you think it is.
If you would have just done what the
It's
game
not as
wanted to do in the
broken as
first level.
I think it is. The one who found 1.5 million glitches in that fucking piece of shit.
Your problem is you didn't finish the first bounty. I want you to go back and play the first bounty and see if you have that many glitches in it.
Oh, I will.
You refuse to play the game.
Do it.
because it's a piece of shit.
You refuse to play the game right from the very first time you
Because
loaded
it pissed
in.
me off. And
Because-
it allowed me to do it.
And then when Craig gets pissed off, he gets obstinate and he refuses to do what he's told. And the game was telling him to get the first bounty, and he just refused.
The Craig is obdurate.
The obdurate.
Oh,
Yeah, the obdurate Craig. Yeah, it's
Well, it shouldn't have pissed me off then.
yeah.
Oh,
It was just your turn. It was your turn. You had such a good streak.
it
Cam.
shouldn't have pissed me off then.
He had such a good streak. It was ruined.
I mean, there was shitty games that I played last year.
Yeah, there's a few, yeah.
That game doesn't even compare to the pain that either of us have been through.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a hard game either. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking telling me to play Bounty Hunter for charity. You guys should play Parasite 2 for charity.
I mean, you should play it
Or Alice.
for charity, and then you could just look at the streamer, people watching a stream and just be like, are you not entertained?
And that's when they have to throw money at you.
Yeah.
Is when you say, are you not entertained? It's when they start throwing the biddies.
Get like 1,000,000 bits.
Yeah.
And then we can superimpose Schweiss on the screen. He can either give you the thumbs up or the thumbs down. If he gives you the thumbs down, you have to snap the disc.
Yeah.
I don't have it physically. I have it digitally.
You just have to
'Cause there's
snap the
I don't think there's
PlayStation
a
then.
physical copy for the PS4.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
They don't make it for terrible games like that. So, all right. So, you guys have a question? We want to do a question? Or
First question from Bruce Jenner's former dong is any good hidden gems in regards to bands?
Music, huh? It's a weird, normal Nude Clan question. But, hidden gem.
So it can't be your main 4 things you listen to.
Is that
They're not
a...
quite hidden.
I guess this is really an After Dark question, but it doesn't really matter.
Is it an After Dark question? Is it in the After Dark question?
Yeah, it's in the After Dark.
Well,
questions.
we
But
can't answer those questions.
We didn't have any.
It's
like,
not the After Dark
regular-
section. Yeah,
We didn't have any regular questions.
We can't answer After Dark
Yes.
questions.
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we
We're
can.
combining
In Nude Clan.
We're
Shut up, Cameron.
combining
The Nude
it
Clan is a
with
separate
this.
section at the end. We have a whole drop for it.
Questions or questions?
No,
Yes.
we can't answer the questions.
Yes, we can.
No,
We've
wait,
been asked questions like this before on regular Nude Clan. It's fine.
maybe the...
I agree that the question's a normal Nude Clan type question, but we must keep the questions pure.
Oh,
we don't have any regular.
all right,
we
all right.
do.
Here we do, right here, right
we
here.
do, yeah.
The Realness CFK, so angry ass black dude. What are your plans for custom dongs in Cyberpunk? We're gonna go big dick. We're gonna go small dick. We're gonna do. What are we gonna do? Because honestly, I think it's
For custom dongs.
yeah.
So exactly how custom can we get? That's what I
They
wanna know.
said pretty custom. They've said that. I mean, we don't know because I haven't seen anything on it yet. But they've said like there was like a whole like part of the dev team was to genitalia.
Because
an honorable
I
position.
feel like a giant dong with like a massive bulbous tip would be fucking hilarious, and that's what I'm gonna go with.
What if you just did
So
it?
it'd be like a baby arm holding an apple. Is basically what I'm going for.
All right, I want to do really, really small penis and like massive balls, like huge balls. You got like a micro peen with the balls of like, and it's like grapefruit sized balls. And then my character name will be No Cock All Balls. Hello.
What about you, Cam? What are you gonna do?
I haven't decided yet. I don't know.
I think it's bullshit. By the way, that we can have a dong slider in this, but Conan we can't have dong on the PS4. Fuck Sony.
Yeah.
Like, how ridiculous is that?
I'd rather
I hope they change that.
have
to
a
be
dong
honest.
with high utility.
So I'm not making a male character. I'm making a female character, and I'm going to see how big I can get that clit.
She's a female, but her clit's huge.
I was telling someone. I was,
Everybody's gonna get a peener
She's got a
anyway.
short
I was telling some
skirt
people last
and a
night, I'm kinda hoping
long
you can like
clit.
use. You can like use your. You can use like yourself as like a weapon. So I want to get like a clip with like a poison barb on it. So it's like, let me sit on your face, and just like
You can use your genitals as a weapon.
I don't know. I
Oh.
just want that to be an option.
Oh,
Like if
man.
you can have a RoboCock, you might as well like.
Dude,
take it off
if you
and
can
start
use your
beating the shit
dick,
out of people
if you
with
can
it.
use your dick as a weapon, I'm gonna fucking do it like Castlevania, where they got the fucking like the Morning Star whip. It's just gonna be like my dick just extends, and the fucking like tip is gonna be like the fucking like
The ball.
the Morning Star with the spikes on the end. It just shoots out. It's like
Or-
fucking wham!
or like a little missile clip, like pew, and just,
It shoots little missiles. Yeah,
there you go. See.
So we do have questions for the Nude
Clissiles.
Clan in the Discord. We didn't answer the one from OOR Bane. revisiting the human centipede question now that we have Zack.
Oh, okay.
Who goes
that an
where,
actual
and it has
thing?
to include Joe.
So we're basically, what was the order last time that we put it in?
I don't remember.
If I don't go in front, I'm killing myself.
I don't think you were.
So then we can put him at the end. If he's gonna kill himself, we'll just drag him like a limp tail.
And then I would prefer the end because I'm pretty sure I won't have to eat shit. Because one of y'all is going to get constipated.
You think so? What if we all just get the runs?
What if he makes us eat a whole bunch of beans right beforehand? and then
It's like
sews us
Taco
together?
Bell, like it's this big feast, and then he's like, and you'll
Yeah,
wake
I'm
up
going
and
to
go,
find a
"It's-
way to
it's-
kill myself. I'm going to do it.
Spite your tongue.
They took their tongues out in the show, didn't
Yeah, I think they did,
they?
yeah.
He took the tongue out and then he like splayed the jaws. It's for like predators.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, then you wouldn't really have to be tasting the shit.
No, but you'd still feel it. You would still. Ugh.
Smell it.
You would still smell it, yeah.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that makes me sick.
Well, would you smell it, though?
Did he take out the teeth too?
I thought he did.
Yeah, he would have to take out everything, basically, yeah.
And the gag
That
reflex.
would be really hard to kill yourself then.
Yeah, but I would...
You'd find a
Because
way.
you couldn't even like bite the anus of the other person.
Why would you want to munch on their anus?
No, I mean like to escape.
Yeah, you can't
You
even give
just
him a little lick. You
eat-
can't even be like, yeah.
The only way out is through.
you still have your hands, right?
Fucking right.
You still have your hands, right?
I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would fucking tear my face off someone's ass cheeks. I swear to God.
I'm gonna take your face.
Oh God.
face off.
I would rip off my face and die by bleeding out.
Oh,
You
man.
just gotta find a knife somewhere. And
I know
just
I'll
throw it.
probably pass out or wimp out first few tries, but I will get there. I will kill myself.
It's like Andy Dufresne digging
Yeah.
a hole in the prison wall.
See, the bad part about that, Cam, is that if you killed yourself and somebody was attached to you, your fucking like death ejections would go immediately into that person's mouth.
Well, that's yeah. Actually, yeah, I will make myself the last in the chain, because that way I don't have to rip my ass off of someone else's face. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this would be.
God, that's a terrible. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be. I guess the best place to be would be the front, right?
That would be the best place
In a bad situation.
because otherwise your mouth is attached to somebody's ass.
Don't act like you haven't eaten
So-
ass before.
Yeah, we've been called out for that. in the past.
Unless he kind of like donuts it, where like
it's all one connected thing.
yeah.
But then, is it a centipede or is it like a human ring? I guess I don't know.
I mean, it would be like a ring, but I guess you could see like the infinite loop of shit.
It is a masterful idea, but then like you'd have to feed them.
But yeah,
time.
they would die eventually, like faster because they're not actually getting any nutrients.
Maybe you'll have to like
true.
stump the fucking the stomach of one of them with food, and then feed.
They probably have to do like IVs or some shit. Like
yeah. Because how would you feed them? Like, unless you had like a little feed tube, like where the ass and mouth meet, and you just like dump shit in there,
like
I
little
guess-
gerbils.
yeah, like little gerbil
I guess you
feeders.
could put
yeah.
like I guess you could put like a feeding tube into somebody if there's like the infinite loop thing going on.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't.
But then like eventually everybody would get bloated somehow.
I'm surprised the guy didn't obsess over the infinite like circle. Like, oh my god, the circle.
It's a perpetual shit machine.
Yeah, they said it couldn't be done.
A new form of ardent energy.
I would want to be in the front, but I think that would be horrible.
Where
for
we
everyone
where we
else.
sticking Joe? Square in the center.
Yeah, Joe's in the middle.
Okay, good.
I would put Craig in front of Joe just to make him eat Craig's shit.
Don't put me in the back. Fuck this.
I already called dibs in the very back.
Don't you rip your face from my ass until
I will
I'm dead.
fucking rip my face from your ass.
I will stab myself with the knife, and as I'm bleeding, I'll pass it back
but
to
you're
you.
not going to have a knife.
Whoever
This
is
We can find one.
attached to Schweiss will be the most unfortunate person.
Yeah, if all they do is
So-
fucking feed him his big buy bacon and
Yeah.
oh,
It'll just be like Sunday morning breakfast every day. the Seattle's best big buy bacon, scrambled eggs.
all right. We ready to move on from this question? We have one
please.
more. One more in the Nude Clan Q question, because most of the Nude Clan Q stuff was asked why we don't answer Nude Clan Q questions.
Don't put that in the new Clan Q questions, by the way, guys.
But the next question, and we're going to need more. Do you guys have a favorite secret level from any game? For example, one of mine is from way back on the N64 and Duke Nukem, 0 Hour, where you had to collect pieces of a time machine located in other levels that lead to a new area opening up in one of the final levels. It took you to a level based on the Titanic that had shitty puns about the movie. So, favorite secret levels.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's one of the ones that always stands out most to me as a kid. Was like if you played Rogue Squadron on the N64.
Yeah.
If you beat the game and did a few things, you could open up the Death Star Trench Run and Hoth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
Diablo 3 has like those special portals where you go to like a really happy looking land with like rainbows and unicorns and shit, and you just fucking kill them all for the loot. That's pretty sweet. And that only happens every now and then. It's like an RNG thing.
That's pretty
okay.
funny.
And then I guess like in Doom and in Shadow Warrior remake where you like find the classic hidden levels.
Yeah. Did you ever play the old Shadow Warrior?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play that game too. It was pretty sweet.
It's free on Steam. It's fucking sweet.
There you go. I just remember
The remake is also fucking awesome, and I still have that picture from when I found like the chick bathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to play that
The
too.
fucking hidden level, dude. It's great.
Oh man, hidden levels though. I don't really have any that are coming to mind.
See, I think like at least now it's more not as much hidden levels as hidden bosses.
Yeah.
I like secret bosses. I feel like is what they've gravitated to these days.
Yeah, I can
With
see
like
that.
Bloodborne being a good example, where it's like there's optional bosses that you can
Yeah.
you have to like actively like be looking for them or looking for the way to get in.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know if I have an answer for that. I do like the classic Doom levels in Doom 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's weird because a lot of stuff, it feels like Zach's right. Like it isn't so much secret levels as it is like just extra bosses and stuff like that in games. Yeah. Which is kind of weird because they used to do that kind of shit all the time. You know, they had the one in Perfect Dark where you could like, I can't remember what it was, but like you could go through a certain area of
That's
the
a
map.
good game. Perfect Dark Zero was fun on the N64.
Yeah, and you could find a secret level there. I don't know. And then like a lot of times it's like you'll be playing a game and you unlock like different maps and stuff, and that's kind of a secret area, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Any sort of Easter eggy thing where you unlock part of the map, like the old Easter eggs in the COD zombies. Those are always really cool.
Oh yeah.
It's not quite a secret level, but it's like a secret area that you can unlock. So I like those a lot. But yeah, I don't know. That's about
Yeah,
it.
Easter eggs are fun, like playing through Doom 2016 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as far as secret levels, I don't know if I've played many games that have.
Yeah, it's
I
supposed to
did
be
a
like
secret
little
levels.
side paths.
I feel
but
like that
they
was a
still
lot
keep
of-
you like in
yeah.
the same general area.
Yeah.
Secret
I
levels.
wonder how many games have secret levels like nowadays.
I don't know. That's a good question. It feels like it's something that's kind of like fallen away, you know?
Yeah, it used to
I
be
mean,
a
like
big
the-
thing.
the
Like there
old-
used to be like the secret zone stuff. Like in Sonic, there was those secret levels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Special
Mario
Zones.
always had
Mario.
those too. Yeah.
I guess just didn't play enough games from that time to really get into secret levels. And back then,
There's not
they were
really,
really
like, a
secret
ton
too, because you
of-
wouldn't know about them unless you found them or like subscribed to like Nintendo magazine stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like nowadays, I mean, like I guess Dark Souls 3, that dragon area is technically a secret area because you have to sit down and do the
ancient wyvern. And
yeah,
because
because you have to sit down and do the.
Yeah. How do people find out about those?
I reckon people just
Well,
people just love the
they're
games.
like hints that tell you about doing stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like that one spot where you're supposed to
Oh.
do it tells you basically that you have to do that, but you have to like get the taunt from somewhere else.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play the Mile High Club mission on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1? The original.
No,
I
haven't
didn't.
played
So
it,
I have
but-
played that. I didn't realize that was a secret level. So I'm looking at things like the top 10.
Mile
most
High, where you're on the
plane. Yeah.
plane.
This one.
Wait, in the OG one, the OG Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
It seems familiar, but
Yeah,
how do you?
you're
how
like
do
you're
you
like
unlock
you're.
it?
Oh yeah, I've done that one.
That's a secret level. I didn't know that. I thought that was
It's been
just
a long time.
default.
How do you?
Oh, you know
get
what?
it?
I have played that.
This is the brutally hard bonus mission unlocks after players complete the story and drops players into a frantic firefight to clear. Okay, so it's like it only lasts an insane 60 seconds on veteran, requiring near perfection to rescue VP. So it's like if it makes you watch through the credits,
Nice.
Okay.
but I guess it's considered a secret level.
That's cool.
So you have to play it through veteran before you get it.
So is the Aztec Temple in GoldenEye. I didn't realize that was a secret level. I played that one too.
Yeah, so I guess there's more than we thought. I remember the Mile High mission though,
I
but
think
I don't
remember some secret levels in like side scroller beat 'em ups, but
Yeah,
I'm
secret
sure there
areas.
is.
those usually have stuff like that instead
Yeah.
of platformers.
Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of shit.
Well, it's like you say secret levels, but like I think well, it's going back to like bosses, but there's like secret areas that are just Easter eggs. Like new
Yeah.
games. Like if you play Arkham Asylum,
Yeah.
there's the if you follow do all like the side missions for this like crazy for like the Ghost of Arkham or whatever, it shows you there's going to be a second game. So it's like
Oh,
some
nice.
people just go and do that instead, and it's like how.
The oh fuck! I lost my train of thought. Well, I guess that's the end of that. Fuck.
Yeah. Yep. Those are the two questions that we have. We can arguably haven't answered. One of the questions I don't know if we've technically answered, especially with Zack, but that's pretty much going to be the episode theme of today. The My Druid Rose question, gateway games.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you're lucky. We're going to do a whole episode around your question.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a really good one. All right, so gateway games. Let's.
What was the exact question?
Okay, so his exact question.
Let's talk
Let me see
gateway
if I can pull that
drugs.
up.
Marijuana.
Marijuana's not a gateway drug if you're not a pussy.
So what you're saying is,
What
it
would
is
each
if
of you
are.
suggest as a gateway game for each genre? Gateway meaning to get someone into the genre. So it can't be prohibitively hard and stuff like that. JRPG, WRPG, open world, stealth, shooter, sports, and extreme sports.
What's the difference?
Between sports and extreme sports?
Yeah.
It's like football versus skating.
Football versus snowboarding.
So there's
make it
arguably like a shit ton of
Have you been snowboarding?
genres.
No.
There you go.
I would die.
Too extreme for you.
Yeah, there's like a million game genres, but
Okay, so like I guess yeah. What should we start with? What do you want to start with? You want to start with his
I mean,
list?
yeah,
or
we
you
could
want
just go.
both
We
lists?
just go
Yeah,
through
just go down the
his,
list and then we'll
his
add the
list.
ones he
yeah.
missed.
So, good gateway JRPG.
A gateway RPG,
JRPG.
JRPG. So Japanese RPG specifically. Okay.
Yes. Because they are different.
I would say a great one would be Dragon Quest XI. Or Persona 5.
do you want to
Oh.
play Dragon Quest? I
guess
guess
Persona 5
way
you know
too
what,
much,
is-
dude.
I know it wasn't. So it wasn't a bad
No,
game.
I'm going to definitely stick with Dragon Quest 11.
Yeah, it's not that it's a
Persona
bad
5
game.
was not a bad game. I
But
mean,
like, how offensive was it to your sensibilities? Because it seemed like it was
marginally. It just
Well,
you could make
If
it
you
more
play
offensive
if
by
you
going
play it
after.
over a longer period of time, unlike what Cam did, it would be less
It's not
offensive.
a bad game, but I don't know if I would have played it normally.
but
because
It's too weeby for you, isn't it?
and it's not that. It's had like stupid things that would happen in the game that would annoy me, like the constant talking about what you're going to do and not actually doing anything. The constant text messages, dialogue you have to wade through,
Yeah.
and then trying to integrate yourself with normal schoolboy life, going to school, taking tests, getting a job, making
Yeah.
money, trying to date girls,
God, so life.
older women.
I really don't want to play Persona.
So
5,
it's just like trying to make you feel like you're going to high school in Japan, but you're also secretly
That's-
a
that's
superhero
the-
by night.
that's the point, though.
also Spider-Man.
Especially like when you like beat the
I guess
game,
that is
like,
Spider-Man.
and it talks about exactly what it is.
So you would say Dragon Quest,
But it's just
7?
like some of the themes
11.
didn't
8
agree,
would
but
also
the
work
gameplay was
really
fun.
well,
What would you say
but
then
For
for RPG?
JRPG, I don't have a stake in this.
I would say I'd say Nier Automata might be a good one to start with because it's not super hard.
Ooh,
And it's more
I
of
like
a-
Nier.
It's
Yeah, I'm
more
gonna
of
say Nier
it's more of a
Automata.
hack and slash kind of, but it's considered a JRPG.
it's an action RPG. Yeah,
But it falls under the umbrella. What they said is
Yeah,
they
Nier's a
consider it
good
a
game.
JRPG.
yeah. It's a,
But I would say yes because
I'll
you
throw
get
my
those
hat
three
with that.
different. You get the three different like levels because you're playing as three different people, so you get three different kinds of gameplay. But I agree. Like I said, I wouldn't say Nier Automata was stupid hard.
No, it wasn't.
It had a good amount, like where it's challenging.
And you
a
can
little
make it
bit.
as easy for yourself as you'd want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Joe
I
basically
don't
made
know.
the gameplay itself.
I don't know if that one would be a good gateway one though, just because of like the way, like how weird it is, like the way it's set up.
Aren't
You're
all
talking about
JRPGs weird?
JRPGs, yeah.
Well, I know, but like it's set up as like basically 3 different games in one, where you like beat one route and then you.
Yeah, but if
A
you
lot of
beat, so if you play
JRPGs
if you only play as
Do stuff
like
that.
1A or whatever, it's like hey, like, you get a full story for her. Like each one is a full story for that character. So it's like if
Yeah.
you just beat like that one, it's like
But,
oh hey, I
but
enjoyed that,
A2's story is definitely a
it's-
continuation,
and it's not necessarily like it's not very long. Like even then, I wouldn't say it's ridiculous. It's not like Persona 5, but it's like 95 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's short enough that it's a good introduction to be like, hey, like this is kind of what the JRPG genre is. Yeah, if I could talk, fuck, what this genre is, because it's a little bit goofy, it's a little bit weird.
I would
but
say it's a
fun.
great introduction. At least I really enjoyed it.
Like that's one of the games in my top games is Nier Automata.
I mean, I really
Or
like
Nier
it, but I
Automata,
don't know if
whatever
it'd be a good introduction necessarily.
I'd rather that than some fucking dust yes dry turn based.
See, I'd say like it's better than like a huge like long RPG. Like for sure,
Yeah,
because I don't.
It's-
If
yeah,
they're
it's
going to
great.
start
Hey,
gaming,
he
like, they
brings
can't
in a
really-
great point.
You know what I mean? Like you don't want
one thing about JRPGs is how long they
Exactly.
are, and it's a great way to get into that genre without having to commit.
They're not.
hours
It would be like-
necessarily
it would-
all-
it
they're
would-
not all necessarily long though. I think the average length of a JRPG is around 30 hours.
That's long,
right, but that's like
That's
but,
not really that long.
But that's
compared to other JRPGs.
compared to
30 hours is a lot of time.
all RPGs.
But
in
I think
general.
that's just main
But then-
story wise. That there's side
but you
missions
also
as
have
well.
Other games now, like fucking Last of Us, is nearly 30 hours. Fucking God of War is like 30 hours. Like,
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I think
in that-
I
in
think
that
it's good.
perspective.
I think it'd be fun because it's a fun hack and slash. Like at first,
I mean, yeah,
I think it'd be a great introduction.
but I don't know. It feels like too many genre crossovers for it to be as specifically representative of a JRPG.
Just kidding.
Maybe it would be best. It would be best to just accept what the JRPG genre is and just have them go full hog. Like, give
See,
them,
that's why I'm saying Dragon Quest
Yeah.
11 because it's newbie friendly in like every conceivable way. It's got Akira Toriyama artwork, so you know
I guess
people
30
who grew
hours
up on
isn't
like Dragon
long
Ball
if
or whatever
you
would be
enjoy it.
familiar with it. I mean, it's just it's great.
well,
Plus,
I-
the gameplay is great.
I'm saying like Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Just
Oh,
go full
God.
on.
Why
just
would you fucking say that?
give them the full experience of like what this is. You know what I mean? What do you think, Cameron?
You're really going
Let 'em
Digimon
know-
Cyber Sleuth?
Let
Let
'em
them
know
know
the
what they're in
truth.
for.
Yeah, let them know the truth. No
At least
mincing words.
go with like the first Cyber Sleuth instead of fucking Hacker's Memory.
Look, man.
Does Pokemon count as a JRPG?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, it would. I wouldn't.
What about what's Fire? Is Fire Emblem more of a strategy game or is it an RPG?
It would be both. It's a turn-based strategy RPG.
Because if we're gonna go that direction too, I think Pokemon games are great. If you're gonna get into that, but also I would recommend Fire Emblem Three Houses to anyone.
Soul Silver and Heart Gold for Pokemon would be like the perfect.
Agreed. I think that's perfect if you can get a hold of them.
Yeah.
But I will go back to two as well. Is Fire Emblem Three Houses is something I would tell anyone to play.
Yeah.
Like absolutely anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next one?
The next
It's
one
WRPG,
is
right?
Western RPG, and my
Western RPG.
first suggestion for your gateway into it would be the first Fable. I feel like that would be a great introduction. It's a 12-hour game, lots of customizing you can do for your character, lots of decisions and choices you can take your character along, his path. I feel like, and you can get into economy, you can get into like being a landlord. I feel like it has enough to really get into and really introduce you into that RPG style of game.
I would say Skyrim.
Skyrim is bland to me. Now I've played it a few times.
Yeah,
Right, but
And
for someone
same
getting
thing
into the
with
genre for the
Fallout
first
4.
time.
but it's because we've played it for literally thousands
And
of
my
hours,
favorite-
Cameron.
my
that
favorite
I believe
game-
that it's a perfect introduction.
My favorite game for a long time was Fallout 3, based because of the story, but I still feel like that's kind of a bland introduction to...
Well, I mean,
Unless
yeah,
you
it
like
wouldn't
that
be. I don't know. I think that Skyrim is a perfect introduction to like Western RPGs because it basically captures the entirety of that
And
idea.
then once you're hooked
because Western RPGs love
on
the
it.
fucking open world, they love the choices, and they love like a shit ton of side quests, which is exactly
I feel
everything
like-
Skyrim is.
as a gateway, Fable 1's just a little bit more simple and easy to get into, with still some funny themes throughout. I wasn't bored ever playing it. I've been bored playing Skyrim, which is why I
Yeah,
modded
but
the hell
again,
out of it.
Cam, we've played it for thousands of
But
hours.
even playing
when you first
it the
played
first
that
time,
game,
it got boring.
You're not bored when you play it for the first time. Dude,
I was a
played
little
that
bored.
back in 2011, and that shit was fucking
Oblivion
amazing.
is by far, I would suggest, before Skyrim.
No, see, Oblivion is great, and I fucking love Oblivion. But there's a lot of shit in Oblivion that's like really not for first time people.
Right, and then
You got to remember that this would be
this
like
is
their first.
gateway, which is why I think
Yeah, it would be their first
Fable's
game
great.
towards this, and I don't think
I just feel
I've,
like the customization in Skyrim is just a little much.
I've never played Skyrim.
it's more streamlined than in Oblivion, and Oblivion's like more
But then once you start to
Heavy
really
artistic.
enjoy,
a little bit, yeah, a little
once
bit.
you really start to enjoy the Western RPGs, I would then suggest The Witcher 3.
yeah,
I-
that would
such
be
a
good
fantastic
one,
See,
but
I think I would say
but
Borderlands
it's
2.
much more in depth.
I think Borderlands
would
2.
also.
Borderlands 2 is
is good.
great just
Yeah.
because like number 1's good,
I get
but
bored of Borderlands
number
as
2
well.
is the best one by far with story, and Handsome Jack is like
you
one of my
also
favorite
don't
villains of all
need to
time.
play the first one.
No,
That's-
because even some of the deaths won't hit you as hard, but at the same time, like just Handsome Jack is just
the
a great
first one
villain.
also didn't really have that much of a story, and
No.
the only connection the second one really has is that you played
Right,
some of
and
the
I think
characters.
the second one has the best side missions and the best dialogue. I just number 2 is the best game. The number 2 for Borderlands is the best game out of the entire franchise.
See,
number 1 has
Borderlands and
Skagzilla,
stuff like
though.
that. And I guess
But
even
number 2
even The
has
Witcher.
Skagman.
I just hate how
You mean Rackman?
all
Yeah,
the loot
Rackman,
that
that's what it
drops
is,
that
Rackman.
that's just useless that you
so
go on.
mindless. Yeah,
It's just so much loot that most of it's useless. I hate it.
Dude,
That's
all the
true.
guns are
I
rad.
would
I don't know, I think
prefer-
they're cool.
That's
You can
also
sell
kind
them.
of the point. Is that
I would prefer less loot and make it to where you're really struggling to a point before you fight a boss
No.
that drops great loot. Then you can move on to the next.
No, because I want to tip Moxie and have her pull the lady fist out of her chest and give me that gun. 'cause
I
that gun
want-
is fucking awesome and hilarious.
I want Claptrap
I just
to be in
get
Smash Bros.
tired of games that force you to grind.
Oh, so video games. Okay.
That force you to do an inordinate amount of grinding.
game ever.
I mean, I guess this.
And it's not just
Borderlands is one of my
grinding to
favorite
level up.
franchises. I fucking love Borderlands.
Grinding to level up makes sense, right? But grinding for drops, I don't like that.
You don't have to grind for drops. You can drive for the.
What,
grind for
what
the
about you,
level up.
Schweiss? What Western RPG do you think?
Western RPG. Cameron's got a good point. The first Fable is the best Fable, and it's really good. Final Fantasy X, I think, is a good one, but that one might be a little much.
It's a JRPG.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking 15, which is also a JRPG, but it's very Western. I don't know if that's a very good starter, though.
No.
Does the chat have any suggestions?
No, they don't.
But yeah,
You
sorry,
know what? I would say Diablo as well.
yeah, Diablo's a
Diablo
good one.
3
Yeah.
specifically.
So that's the first Diablo I've ever played because I really didn't have a computer growing up, and I've been playing on Switch. And I would
still
agree
feel
with that,
like
'cause I've been finding it very, very
Diablo
fun.
is a little bit. If this is an introduction, I still feel like things like Diablo, where you're doing raids and stuff like that's requires a little bit of, being on top of your cooldowns and stuff like that.
I feel like Diablo might be too simple for the. Maybe Western RPGs aren't nearly as complicated generally, but so maybe Diablo works.
Yeah, Western RPGs aren't very complicated, really.
So I think Diablo is a good one actually. I like Diablo 2 more.
Do you guys know what the difference between JRPGs and Western RPGs are?
The battle system largely.
The country.
Largely that too, but it's more along the lines of Western RPGs tending to be more open world in your choices, and JRPGs have more of a story.
Yeah,
it's
they're stricter and more.
It's like having a
story-based.
DM who railroads you versus a DM who lets you do whatever the fuck you
Right.
want to an extent.
Do you want to keep a list of this and do them all after?
Yeah, so I guess we can hold.
See,
a vote on
that's
each game.
that's one reason why I think Skyrim is like the best.
It's
it's not very fun
Because
though.
I mean, Diablo is.
I could
It's
see
not
where you're
very
coming
open
from.
world, and it is very.
I see where you're coming
streamlined,
from, but a lot
yeah.
of people, I feel like, would be put off by Skyrim.
Yeah, I liked it, but I wasn't like blown away when I played it. You know what I mean? And I did play it way late, but
Yeah, you did play it way late, as in last year, which is like 8 years after it was made.
And I feel like if you're suggesting Skyrim, I would suggest
Plus,
Witcher over that.
you've played Oblivion before that, and you played Witcher. So it's like
the thing I liked about Witcher.
that's why I'm
was
saying if it's your first game
the extreme
and you have
customability of
nothing
your
else to
character.
compare it to, I think Skyrim is a good one.
there's a lot to do, and there's a lot of fun to be had in Skyrim.
Yeah, Mass Effect is good. I enjoyed Mass Effect, and it's the first Mass Effect 1 and 2, I guess, were like the pinnacle of a game where your choices really did matter, type of thing.
Yeah,
They were
Dragon
pretty
Age
sweet.
was cool.
Dragon Age is pretty.
I
I
don't
never
know.
actually played Dragon Age.
I think I'm gonna go
They're,
with.
I think I
they're a
should.
little awkward.
Yeah,
Inquisition's pretty sweet though.
I think I'm gonna go with Diablo 3 though. I think that's probably the best.
It's a great one, yeah.
And I mean that's the one that my wife has played, and it's like anyone can play it. It's just point and click. It's not. It's weird in that way where it's almost not quite like all the other Western RPGs, but I think it's a good time, and it's a pretty good game. So
It's pretty streamlined from like the other ones. It's very simplistic, and yeah, it's a good one.
yeah. All right. What else do we have?
What's the next one in the list?
I don't have the list up, Kim.
Game.
I don't want to go through his phone.
Yeah.
Do you have a notebook?
We're supposed
Star
to keep
Wars
talking about it.
Knights
Cam,
of
we're
the
moving
Round.
Knights of the-
on.
Knights of the
We
Old-
have to move on to the next thing.
Knights of
What
the Old
is it?
Republic's a good idea too. That's a fun one.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a notebook and a pen?
That's what's happening right now. If we can find it.
It's of the very first question almost.
The very first one?
Oh, that's right up the top. My Druid Rose.
No.
No?
Okay. There we go. Open world.
Okay.
You check marked it. That's why. I
So-
was
Well,
looking at
because we
non.
were answering it.
Open world after WRPG? Really? Okay.
Yeah. So not a no. Just it could
Just a
include.
straight up open world game.
Yeah,
It
but
could
is there a
include-
straight up open world game where it's the only thing? I guess.
I mean,
something like
Ark.
The Sims.
Ark, maybe.
Yeah, or like Conan.
Conan
Conan's like
Exiles.
Yeah, Conan. would
Conan's
definitely-
the one. Conan's always the one.
I guess stuff like Conan, Rust, but those are more like survival games. Those would fall more into a survival
I think
category.
he's talking open world like Horizon Zero Dawn open world.
But
Or
that's
like-
just
Still,
a WRPG.
that's still a WRPG.
That's what I think. I think the open world,
Or like
we have
Assassin's
answered.
Creed. Assassin's Creed would be an open world.
But I would see that more as an RPG as well, though.
the old ones?
Yeah,
I don't
a
think
stealth.
so.
They're not.
stealth
They're not
RPG.
RPGs.
or action adventure, right?
They have a
They're stealth action games.
Because I would think that an open world goes more towards JRPGs than WRPGs.
I would say the first one is very open
yeah,
world
if you just Google open world games, they're all Western RPGs.
for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, open world is more of like a
Minecraft
style
is
as
an
opposed
open
to
world
I would say
game.
Minecraft. Yeah, open world games tend to either be like a Western RPG or a survival game.
Correct.
There's
Kingdom
not,
Come Deliverance, I would say, is more of an
Bat-
RPG.
they're
That
than-
one,
putting-
yeah, that one's a Western RPG.
They put Batman Arkham Knight in open world, but I think that'd be more
I
of an
would-
action adventure game.
Partly agree with that.
Just Cause 3 would still be an RPG.
Okay, so if we're gonna say
Just Cause games would also work.
if
for
we're
that.
gonna say open world like that, then I'll put
But
my
then-
Just
my
Cause actually would be. I'm gonna go with Just Cause because Just Cause
Just 'cause?
is Just Cause because with Just Cause the story is based on you causing a lot of chaos
A lot of
within
jest.
within the world that you're limited to. So you go around destroying shit, causing chaos, then you can do like the next story mission, and then you go around do more chaos and
Yeah.
take over towns and stuff. So you know what, I would agree with that pretty heavily.
I would also say
Far Cry would work.
Far Cry would work, but but even better than that, even though this is a strong narrated game, but Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel, are good contenders for being open world games because it really
Yeah.
makes you feel like you're riding out in the West and you're really, up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, you can go anywhere you want, but you are also kind of like railroaded story-wise.
A little bit, but as far as open world goes and really being a part of the world,
But yeah, you can
is
pretty much
Red Dead
just go
Redemption
wherever you want, and do
1 and 2.
whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I would say Red Dead 2. Yeah.
Especially if you're playing online, you can go and do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
We
so
still
yeah,
need to get our
there's an
posse
element of
going.
that.
I know. I want to play it still.
yeah.
I'll download
It's
it. Throw
downloaded
Posse
and I've
online.
been staring at it and just
Staring
wanting
at
to
your
have an
mom.
excuse to play it.
Ooh, got him.
Got him.
I'll go Red Dead 2. I think that one was
Yeah.
more fun for me. The challenges were cooler. It wasn't just picking up flowers
And
and shit.
it's like you can just go fishing, you can go hunting, you can just focus on what you want to focus on for a long while.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of games will let you do that, but it just feels more, I don't know, just like you're actually out there type of way. It gets closer to that open world feeling.
Yeah.
I like that about Far Cry 5 over the other Far Cry games because Far Cry 5 didn't have you climbing towers constantly to like reveal
That-
more of the map.
But another thing in Far Cry 5 that I kind of disliked
Did you
is-
play Far Cry 5?
No, I did not play Far Cry 5. I'm thinking about Far Cry 4. But most of it is like
Far Cry 4 is
everyone
great.
you come across almost is an enemy.
Yeah.
And that kind of gets boring. And each
Annoying,
encounter,
yeah.
it just kind of devolves into the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is why I
Everything's
didn't.
trying
Which
to
is
kill
why I
you.
didn't get the new Far Cry because it's just going to be the same formula.
Yeah,
that I'm
see,
kind of
that's
tired
what
of.
I don't
Yeah,
like about
it is a
Oblivion
little bit, but
and Skyrim
there's
is
a
everything
kind of a
tries to
mix-up.
kill you and just you, and it's like
It's just about you.
Yeah,
Grinding
but you can
to
go
get
into
cooler
towns
guns
and like there's people that
to
won't do that unless you like
basically
attack
do
them.
the same engagement.
So would we say Assassin's Creed 2 is an open world like the first one? Because it expounds on
The
it a
first
lot.
one is more of an open world than the second one.
that's
The
another-
second one is kind of open world, but it is also like
That's another thing.
more
in
on rails than
Red
the
Dead
first one
Redemption
is.
2, like the
guess.
AI and the people there, it feels. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not perfect AI in the least, but it like interactions where people try to swindle you, try to steal your horse, and normal people there. It's just like it's more diverse how the AI interacts with you, and I enjoy that.
You know what? I don't know how to classify this game, but I might consider it for open world, and that's Hitman, like the new ones.
yeah, I could see that. It's like
Because
it's
I
like
mean, you get
enclosed-
you get like
but
an
open.
enclosed space,
Yeah.
but you can go anywhere within that place and do whatever you want in
And
it.
it's
Because
the-
there's multiple ways to kill your targets.
Yeah.
and you don't have to kill them in any kind of sequential order.
I would say one of the
Homing briefcase
staples.
of death.
One of the staples of
Yeah.
open world is being able to do whatever you want, and that's what that is.
yeah, that's it's like the definition, but it's like a smaller world, but you do get to do whatever you want
Yeah, I
agree.
within it.
I think that's a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Grand Theft Auto San Andreas though, because that's open world. I could do
Yeah.
gang
Can I
wars.
do Grand Theft Auto 5? Is
No.
that San Andreas?
No, that's
No, San Andreas
Grand
is like,
Theft Auto
San Andreas is
5
actually
it's like
5.
3.5.
It's actually 5 because there's
Skyrim
1, 2, 3.
is a record for
Vice.
being on the most consoles, but Grand Theft Auto 5 has the record for being on the most generations
Yeah.
Ooh,
announced.
So
Unless they put Skyrim on it too.
maybe if I guess Marvel's Spider-Man's considered an open world game as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would put that one. I think.
All right.
I
I
get-
think that one's just.
I get
it's
tired
not
of
totally
superhero
not-
games too.
Dude,
I
that
don't know
one's
why.
dude swinging through the city on that game.
There's not really that many
That's
superhero
fun.
games.
Also,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's fun, dude. Spider-Man's fucking rad.
I guess I'm just really thinking about Spider-Man,
Dude, swinging through the city is so much fun in this game.
which is usually the most fun thing to do. In
No, the
Spider-Man
villain, the
games.
Spider-Man's.
It
The
wasn't
villains,
Spider-Man 64. I'll
the
tell
villains,
you that.
the villains are great. The story's great. Some of the side quests suck, but I mean, like everything else was fun. The only side quest I had problems with is like when you're like find the pollution in the city, and it's like that's stupid.
I didn't like the stealth in that game. There wasn't really stealth.
Stealth was a bit shitty, but like the fights were fun. I think every boss fight I had was fun.
Yeah, the boss fights were fucking sweet.
But by this too, I was looking at it. I guess it lumps all the Assassin's Creed as open world, or at least like Odyssey.
They're partially open world.
So I can see like
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Odyssey, I don't think.
Odyssey is but Odyssey is also a Western RPG,
Right. Well, that's the thing. Is the problem we're coming up against is they're both everything. Open world's
A
more
majority
of,
of
like a
them,
multi-genre.
a majority of them are going to be like survival or Western RPG.
What about Conan Exiles?
Again,
That's a survival game,
That's
and it's a
survival.
Western RPG because you have levels and loot.
But it's also open world.
It is open world.
Most survival
build the
games,
shit out of
most survival games, I guess you could say RPG survival, but then usually RPGs mean that there's an end goal.
Really, Rust doesn't have levels.
Yeah, Rust doesn't have levels.
Rust is pure survival.
Don't you have to
Open
level
world.
up certain things?
No, you just find like new crafting recipes.
Yeah.
Rust kind of sucks, honestly. Like, I haven't played it for years, but
I think you can take elements from other games to make a certain game better, but it doesn't necessarily make it an RPG.
I don't think
Because there has to
Minecraft
be-
has levels
I
either.
agree. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not necessarily an RPG.
I think Minecraft.
I mean,
maybe
the story
Minecraft
would have to
has
be
levels.
narrated a little bit better for it to be an RPG, because the story is totally like
I only
something
played it
you
for like
can
5
do
minutes.
if you want, but it's totally not the point of the game.
Yeah,
It doesn't force you to do it.
yeah. So like,
Nothing, no progression is locked behind the
it
story.
has RPG elements, I guess, but I don't know if that makes it an RPG. But I mean,
It would make it a tag for it, definitely, though.
You would tag Conan Exiles.
If it
as an
has
RPG.
levels in it, I would definitely tag it as an RPG.
I don't know. I guess.
It would be a very small part of it, but it would still have it. Because when you level up, you gain benefits from that.
Yeah, if you Google it, it's a survival game.
Yeah,
Doesn't say anything about being an RPG.
it was.
Well, I mean, it's survival is its like base, but
Yeah.
then like the other parts would be open world.
Has
RPG,
a theme,
like
an RPG theme in it. Or
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't know. That's why genres are so dumb, honestly. Like,
yeah, because there's like a bunch that could describe many different games. you
yeah,
know?
and plus you
'Cause,
want to throw
Horizon Zero Dawn would be open world shooter RPG fucking stealth. Like it would be like 1,000 things.
Yeah,
like, you can't.
Craig wants everything to be an RPG, and if you have a
I'm
level,
not saying everything is an RPG.
If
I'm
there's-
just saying that if it has certain elements that kind of
if
makes
there's
it that.
one piece of loot and a level up in a game, it's instantly an RPG.
I mean, that's the problem with like open
See,
world as a genre.
I
is
would
it
say yes,
culminates
Schweiss, it
so
would,
many
because you know
genres.
what? There are fucking games that people call RPGs. Like I think people have called the first Legend of Zelda an RPG. That's not an RPG.
I mean, it is a role-playing game.
every game is a role-playing game.
I mean, yeah,
You're
you
playing
could
a role,
say
yeah.
Pokemon is a role playing game like that too, though.
Well, it is.
I guess-
I mean,
It's an
Pokemon
RPG.
is an RPG, straight up.
I guess
Yeah, I think
It is.
Pokemon's totally a RPG.
that kind of blew my mind when I was younger and I found that out. It's like I hate RPGs. I'm like, oh my god, I played Pokemon.
This is like, oh
I
my
was like a
god, I
kid,
don't
like-
actually hate RPGs.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
At
I
least
mean,
when they're good.
like Dungeons and Dragons. Basically, it's the things that make D&D
Yeah.
in a game.
Yeah.
So the levels, yeah, the loot, yeah. So I guess I can kind of see it, but I don't know. That's why RPG is another dumb name, another dumb genre.
I mean,
because-
it's also a really bad descriptor because it's like it's not RPG is like a weird way to describe the leveling type thing because it's saying it's a role playing game where you're playing a specific role. It's like, yeah, you could say that about every game.
yeah, like God of
But-
War has level ups in a way. You can like increase your health, you increase your mana.
The
you-
loot is
You
the
get,
same way.
yeah,
that
you get like armor pieces which
Yeah.
change your stats and things. Like
And in the
it's-
new God of War, the loot is crazy. In the old God of War, you just get set.
The
Well,
old
if
God
you
of War was
found-
straight up hack
if
and
you
slash.
found like
and,
chests,
yeah.
you would find like the things.
But
to level
was it
yourself
though?
up.
Because you'd find orbs and upgrade your
Yeah,
weapons.
see, that's
and Minotaur horns
and it
for
would
your
make
health.
you stronger. Which is that
Phoenix
any
feathers.
different than a level up?
I mean, it levels up your weapons, so I guess you could.
Well, no, because you level
kind
up your
of-
health too, and your
Yeah.
mana.
But you do
only
that
if
in,
you find the items, though.
That's
but
still
yeah,
loot. That's still finding loot.
That's a way of leveling
yeah,
up. It's
I
just
guess.
it's just a different way of looking at leveling.
It's not traditional loot, but I guess you could call it that.
So yeah, it's like that's why it's dumb is because
Yeah.
even the old God of Wars you could claim are
there's certain
RPGs.
descriptors that
I wouldn't.
It's weird.
I wouldn't say that. I would say the new one has a lot more RPG stuff in it.
It's
I would say the
more
new one's
Western
an
RPG than the other ones definitely were, but yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you got the loot and all
All
of
right,
it.
so the next one is
Stealth. Yeah.
Stealth. I would say Assassin's Creed 2.
You know what? I'll go with that as well. Assassin's Creed 2 is a fantastic stealth game.
Assassin's Creed 2 is a fantastic game by itself.
Right, but I mean,
But yeah, it's also a great stealth game.
Yeah.
But could you classify it as a stealth game?
Yeah.
That's its primary
Alone.
thing.
Yeah, the primary thing is to be in. If you fuck it up, that's on you.
I
but
guess, yeah,
you are supposed to be
assassins are-
stealth.
I mean,
supposed to be
you do
stealthy.
also fight people, but like literally the entire game up until the end, it's all stealth.
What about Conan Exiles? No,
There is like there is no stealth. I mean, you can hide.
Yeah,
I
Assassin's
guess,
Creed
but
2
that's
is
not really the
classified
point.
as an action adventure game. But let's see what it suggests
Ooh,
as
Dishonored.
stealth.
It's a stealth game.
Dishonored is a good one.
The Last of Us is also a stealth game.
That's true. That one's more survival horror, but there's a lot of stealth. in that game.
Metal Gear Solid.
yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah,
I would
Metal
say.
You could say
Solid
Assassin's
stealth,
Creed
yeah.
2 is an action RPG
Oh.
with stealth elements.
Chronicles of Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay is considered
Hell
a
yeah.
stealth game. That game was. I don't care, man. When I was a kid, I loved that fucking game.
Oh, you know what? Mark of the Ninja is a pretty good stealth game.
Yeah, I would go Metal Gear Solid 3 probably.
Deus Ex, Mankind Divided is the stealth
yeah,
game.
that's a good one.
Dude, Human Revolution.
I didn't play it like a stealth game, but you can.
Craig, I know we wanted
guns and
you
booties
voted
and-
for it to be open world, but Hitman is a stealth game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
true
know.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that as. And that one's cool stealth too. It's like
Yeah,
You
where
can
you like
dress up
you
as
you can
chefs
kill
and shit.
dudes and then take their clothes. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
sweet.
I thought all the Metal Gears are stealth. Would you think Sekiro is a stealth game?
Not really.
Do you-
No.
Would you tell someone starting in video
No.
games to play Sekiro?
No, that's definitely not.
I think it has
I-
stealth elements.
I never
but-
played
it has
Dishonored, but
stealth
hear a lot
elements,
about it.
but because you can't fight bosses in a stealth way, there's no.
Arkham City is also considered a stealth game.
Yeah, I would say that.
I
would
might put
say
my.
there's
I'd
entire
probably
pr-
put my
the-
vote for Arkham City.
I think that and Sekiro are equally stealthy though, because you don't have to be stealthy in Batman. And
You know,
like,
I
can
mean,
you
for
do
some of
boss
the-
fights
You
stealthily?
do have to
yeah,
for
the,
certain
the,
some
the Mr.
missions.
Freeze boss fight. Is
Yeah,
you
that's
have to
that
be
one's
stealth.
all stealth plus the Predator missions, and you
Yeah.
have to do those.
Did any of you play
stealthy.
Yep.
Alien Isolation?
No, but I've seen people play it, and I would say
I
that
do
is a
have
good-
it,
I
but I
don't
haven't
think that'd
played
be
it.
a good gateway game though.
I like scary games.
Yeah, you know what? I would agree
Dude,
with the
so
Batman
you're-
game, and
with
I
your
would say
controller?
Assassin's Creed.
If you like talk into it, the microphone hears you, so the alien can find you if you're talking in real life to your friends playing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, they made it hard. Yeah, I would say Arkham City for sure. Because again, that's a
That's
really
a-
fun
that's a
game,
good
and it's got
choice,
some
yeah.
major stealth elements to it.
I would agree too with that one. That's a good one.
Plus, like, and that's how I played the game for the most
The
part. Was like
Peanut
stealth
Gallery
because it's
have
fun to
any
like hang them
suggestions?
upside down.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
I love doing Predator missions
Fortnite.
too. It's
It's a
fucking
joke.
fun,
I think I'm gonna,
especially when you can like play as the other characters.
dude. I
Like,
think I'm gonna,
doing that as
I'm
a
gonna
side
re-download Arkham City and start that again. I fucking love that game. It's one of my
Fortnite does
favorite
kind
games.
of work as a stealth, like in some ways. Like,
Well, I mean, if you look at most,
you can play it that way.
Well, I mean, could you make that argument for all of those type of games? Because most people just hide in a corner until
Yeah.
it gets to the end. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's a pro strat, as the
I
children
mean,
say.
there's stealth missions in COD, and you're gonna count COD.
No.
Oh, dude, that sniper mission is balls.
Yeah,
awesome,
but it's
though.
good though. I
I
love it.
love that sniper mission with Price.
You know what? Sniper Elite is also a pretty good stealth game.
Yeah. Are you? Is your sniper silenced though?
You can. I think you can get a silencer for some stuff.
How much range that drops?
But see, like the
Do you have
the
to
thing,
sneak to your sniping locations?
So what you do in Sniper Elite is like you move from place to place to like shoot dudes, and then like there'll be like generators or other things that will cause noise, and you're supposed to shoot at the same time as those things to disguise your shots.
So they made a whole game around that one moment from Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah. Dude, I've never played a Sniper Elite.
Plus, you can sneak up behind dudes, choke them out, and then you have like other guns that will have like silencers.
They've
on them.
always been overpriced. Like they've been like the PS2 game that's
Dude,
like
Sniper Elite 3
$40
was free for Plus.
But like it's always I think
Plus,
they
testicle shots are the greatest thing that have ever come out of video games.
I think they're more on the Elite side than they are the Sniper side, though, based on the pricing that I've ever seen.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Elite.
I don't know. They're regularly on sale though.
Maybe now that we're in the digital world, but
I
like
think
when it was nothing but
I think
physical.
Sniper Elite 4 was like on sale for $20 with like all of its DLC. Like,
Yeah, but how fucking old
a
is that
month
game?
ago.
Like $20 for that still?
Sniper Elite 4 I think came out 2 years ago.
All right, that's not too bad. But like I remember the one on PS3 or
Plus
PS2.
Sniper Elite 3 was free. So
I remember the one on PS2, and I was like, God,
I
that's
own
like a
both of those
$40
games.
game. Like, what is this game? Must be amazing. And like, no one knows that it's amazing.
Is the
'cause
new
no one-
You know what? I found that it's pretty sweet, and I want to play the multiplayer for it.
Is the new
So-
Tomb Raider stealth game?
Yes,
do
there's a lot of stealth moments. in
Dude,
that
so I
one,
was thinking
too.
about that because someone wanted I think we should start doing is like kind of like putting attention to like the games coming out on PS Plus, just like to our listeners that don't know. And that's one of the free games this month, and I'm super fucking stoked.
Yeah.
So I've been wanting to play that one for a while.
Yeah, that would
pretty
count. I would count that as much as Last of Us, at least.
I know Last of Us has some really good stealth options.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta get around those bloaters.
Well, I would say Last of Us is more stealth oriented.
It's an RPG, dude. You can level up your guns.
with clickers and stuff.
Yeah.
but
When you're playing on hard.
but there is
gotta-
you can play Tomb Raider stealthy. So
Damn stoked.
like you get a bow and stuff, so you can start killing people more
I'm
silently.
so excited.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. What was yours, Cameron?
For stealth?
Yeah.
I haven't played too many stealth games outside of like Assassin's Creed 2.
I'm surprised you didn't say like Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War, because you can play that one's pretty stealthy.
Yeah, those ones are pretty fun too.
Um,
I mean, I don't think they're as good as Metal Gear Solid.
like Craig said, Assassin's Creed 2 is an overall great game, and you can be stealthy.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the point is to be stealthy.
I have played Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Haven't played it a ton. Haven't beaten it.
What about Human Revolution?
No.
Human Revolution is great. If I didn't pick Assassin's Creed 2, I might pick that one just because
Yeah, that's a good game.
I love Human Revolution. That game is so fucking good.
All right. Next category. Shooter.
It's just straight up shooter.
Yep. So Doom 2016. hands
So
Oh yeah.
down. as
what,
a
like-
gateway to shooters.
not even third person shooter. Okay.
I mean, you
dude.
can say third-person shooters, but I still feel like Doom 2016.
What if you
Are we going to
is a great
separate them
introduction.
though?
What if you had a game that could go first person and also third person?
No.
As a shooter?
You can technically do that in the Battlefront games.
Yeah. Or Conan Exiles.
God.
So I would,
I knew you were going to do that, and I was like, the only way you could do that would be with the bow.
So yeah, I guess
I
we could
shoot.
split it 3 ways, but the 2 ways I would split shooters are shooters that you play for the campaign and shooters that you play with friends. Shooters
Yeah.
that you play for the campaign, hands down, Doom 2016 is a gateway.
I would say
That's not
Halo.
how
I would say the
split 'em.
20th anniversary.
I would say
Halo
the
Combat
only
Evolved
real
for
way
Halo
to
2.
split shooters would be first person and third person, because with third person you have a more cover based shooter type thing, and with first person
Yeah.
it's more like
So
freelance.
what is your
what
third-person shooter that you'd suggest?
third
Gears of
person
War 2.
shooter? I would definitely go with Vanquish.
Gears, man.
Vanquish is
good.
fucking
I don't know if I'd suggest
awesome. Vanquish is
Gears-
also
Gears
the
can be
greatest
easy.
third person
Yeah.
shooter in existence.
I would go, if not Vanquish, I'd go Max Payne.
Oh yeah, Max
Ooh,
Payne's
yeah,
pretty sweet.
Max Payne. Actually, that's a good...
Max Payne 2. Max Payne 3 is really good too, but 2 is more.
First-person shooter, I would say
As far as
it would have to either be Doom 2016 or
it's so
Black.
good. I was thinking Black, but I don't know if it's good as a gateway. It's great. Don't get me wrong.
I don't. You know what? It's been so long since I've played Black. I've got like fucking rose-colored glasses for it. So
It's definitely
black colored
black
glasses.
rose-colored glasses. Yeah,
it's aged
Isn't that
not as
just
bad as
black?
some other games, but it's definitely aged if you go back to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
but it's also really fucking advanced for being on PS2.
It was revolutionary.
like fucking
for
shooting through doors and shooting
shooters.
locks and shit, like
Yeah.
with the shotguns and oh man.
But then as
fucking
far as
Black is such a great fucking game.
multiplayer shooters, anything your friends are playing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Really, the most fun you get out of multiplayer shooters is just being online with your friends.
yeah. I guess any COD game really.
We were kicking ass in Overwatch.
You know
Yeah.
what? I'd say
We got
COD is
really
a
good.
better gateway shooter than Battlefield.
Yes,
I would
I mean
definitely
as
say
a
that.
gateway. Yeah, because Battlefield
Battlefield
they like
is
to say
more.
they're more technical with bullet drop and whatnot, but
they are.
But COD added the same thing to guns that shoot really far distances.
Yeah.
But
I don't
COD
think it's as
also
hard,
more of an
though.
arcadey type shooter where you can where it's more fast paced and stuff. And Battlefield,
But then
is
they've added
more like
game modes where it's not as much.
fucking yeah, that's true. But Battlefield is also like huge, and they fucking focus
yeah.
on.
I
on
think
being,
Battlefield
like-
is too much for a starter.
Battlefield is also like hour long games, whereas COD is like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think more approachable. I think Battlefield I like more. Not right now, obviously. Right now, COD's on top, but I like the premise of Battlefield more. That's
Battlefield 4 is fucking.
If we're talking about a shooter that really got a lot of people invested, story-wise as well, the Half-Life series,
Yeah, Half-Life was a
which
good
is
one.
a stealth game as well. It's stealth shooter.
I've never played Half-Life.
They're pretty
I
fun.
haven't either.
They're pretty fun. That's a good one, though. That's a very influential game, too.
Mm-hmm. So I would either suggest for just pure just glee of playing a first-person shooter and having colorful explosions on screen, Doom 2016. Another introduction that I would say get you invested into the game and story, I would say Half-Life.
Yeah, Half-Life has more... It's way more of a story-based thing than most shooters. And Doom... You know what? I think I agree with that. I agree with at least the Doom 2016 for the ultimate shooter.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad entryway either because it's very, it's
I think
flashy.
Doom is a great shooter too because like shooters have a fucking shelf life as
Yeah.
far as like story goes. Like if you have a story for a shooter that's like more than 5 hours, you're doing something wrong because like you're gonna get bored of it. But Doom kept it fresh for like the whole 12 hours.
Yeah,
to play it.
I mean,
Which
it's
is a long
just
shooter.
it just
Yeah,
depends
it's a
on
really
how,
long shooter.
how bad of a story writer you are.
I mean,
You can have
not
long-
necessarily. You can have a great story, but it's the gameplay that
Yeah.
merges with that, and you can't have that if your gameplay is like really simplistic to the point where it's going to get boring for like.
If you make the story less about just shooting people and adding other elements to the gameplay to keep it evolving,
Yeah, that's why
like
that's why Doom
Half-Life,
works.
like Doom and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
But if you're having like a fucking 12-hour COD game, that wouldn't work. That
No.
it would be
I mean,
impossible.
there's only so many ways you can just rehash.
yeah,
the same thing over and
it
over.
just can't work.
Unless they added other elements to it.
That's why in the COD story, there's like a bunch of different like missions that teach you basically everything that can be done in the game, and then it's done because you can't do more.
Yeah, single player is just tutorials in these fucking shooters half the time.
Yeah.
But COD does a good job with the story, I would say.
they do an okay job.
Yeah.
They mostly just go for the shock value.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they always have really good endings. Like,
They just try to get a lot of shock out of people. And
yeah,
so,
they want to see if they can get banned as much as possible.
Yeah, fucking Modern Warfare 2 and that fucking opening, just murdering people.
Yeah. So I would go
It gave you
Doom.
the option not to do it. It gave you the option to be
True.
a pussy.
It's fucking sweet.
I'd
But I
go
didn't take that option.
Doom for single player. For online, I would go... I think I'd go Modern Warfare, the new one. And then for third-person shooter... Yeah, I think Max Payne.
Max Payne.
Yeah, I like Gears of War a lot too, but I don't know.
Gears
I
has some
think
fun stuff. I like
Vanquish is
their
great, but-
survival mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I like Gears more as a game to play with friends than playing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then playing it alone. Yeah,
I had fun.
The story is pretty sweet,
yeah.
but
Bunch of beefcakes.
But then once you
Yeah.
are in the
Fucking each
genre,
other.
there's so many good games in the shooter genre that stand out for their campaigns. Like
Yeah.
Halo, over time, it evolved to be mostly just about the multiplayer, but it broke into the scene because of its single-player campaign and a
Yeah,
compelling
Halo
story.
1, yeah.
Even though it's a shooter, it's a very compelling campaign to play through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
All the
of
way up to Reach. After Reach, I'm not invested anymore.
Reach was fun. I liked ODST. Did ODST come up before?
ODST was before Reach.
I liked
Yeah, and I
ODST
liked
a lot.
ODST.
Battlefield 1 has a really good campaign.
Yeah. Again, it's a game that kind of defined the genre for that generation.
Yeah.
I liked the World at War campaign for Call of Duty as well.
Yeah,
though.
no, those
I
are
like Call of
great.
Duty
That
was
one
rad.
and the Black Ops,
Yeah.
those are great.
They were
Like
fun.
PS3 Call of Duty was the shit, man.
Yeah, PS3
It-
Call of Duty was the era.
That was the golden age, man.
Yeah,
like
it
that
was, yeah.
that was the golden age.
Then they had kind of that downturn for
yeah,
a long while.
The high tech down.
And now
there.
they're just trying to play off of our nostalgia with these
Well,
remastered
it's working.
games.
Yeah.
I think the original Battlefront 2 is really fun too.
Oh yeah. Star Wars
So
Battlefront 2
many
is
remastered
amazing.
games coming out these days.
Such a good one. I would play that by myself. For
I have it.
hours
I have it on my
hours and
PS4,
hours.
and I've been like working through the or my PS2. So I have it on my PS2, and that's why it took me so long to get your TV back. Because I was working through.
The galactic thing, the battles. Those are super cool. I had a lot of fun taking over like doing the space battle.
Yeah.
And then you like go down to the planet and you do the planetary
Oh,
battle.
we didn't mention BioShock.
Yeah, BioShock. That was one I had in the back of my mind. Love the main character in BioShock. Love his awesome like.
I'm just trying to think of like games that are strong with their campaign, and I would argue
BioShock
that
is
Borderlands
really
is good
strong.
as a shooter.
Shit, BioShock is a good one.
It's a great one for story.
I think BioShock might be the ultimate one for a single player campaign.
Yeah, BioShock makes it for me, and then
Dude, yeah.
multiplayer. Whatever your friends are playing, you're gonna have a fun time.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm dying.
Resident Evil 4 also is considered a.
Yeah, that'd be a shooter.
I would
yeah.
say 4 isn't as because it wasn't really scary or more horror.
Yeah, it's less horror than other Resident Evil games. I would count that.
All right, next category.
All right, so extreme sports.
It just says
No,
sports.
just so it goes.
Oh, no, sports and then
sports
extreme
and extreme sports. And I also feel like we should split more hairs on sports and have racing as its own category.
Yeah,
Yeah. Otherwise, I feel a racing game is going to win the sports category.
you think
And then there's
so
so many different types of racing games too.
All right.
So
Yeah,
I feel like
the,
racing needs to be its own. And then we're going to have to add more categories to this because we need.
Oh my god! Oh man!
Even the dog.
Oh, dude!
just falls down.
Oh man!
I feel like we're going to have to add other categories for MOBAs and MMOs. Two more categories.
There's a few different categories. Like the thing I was looking at, there was almost like 20 different categories.
Yeah,
of
so-
you could do.
What we need to do is talk about racing first before sports. So what is your gateway racing game?
Hands down, I would say my racing gateway is Need for Speed Most Wanted, and I'm totally biased on that because that's when I put like so many hours into as a kid on Xbox and PS2. But that's probably one of my best ones.
Oh man! For racing,
Oh,
woo! Oh my god,
it's horrible, Craig.
dude! It smells like dog shit.
What did you eat?
God, did you eat nothing but like Slim Jims?
It smells like
You're the human centipede.
That
Don't
smells
put
like
him in the
pure
front.
sin. That's worse than Schweiss.
for the
Dude, yeah, that's
Damn it!
and it's
that's one of the
everywhere.
Craig is the icon of sin.
that's one of the worst ones I've ever
Bro,
had.
do you have spray upstairs? Because what the fuck?
Jesus. Yeah, if you feel like
Came out
it,
nice and easy though.
Yeah, sure.
I bet it's all grease.
if you're
It's all
feeling-
fucking Betos.
If you're feeling
I
something,
haven't had Betos in like a month.
normally if you have a bomb, you know it's going to be terrible. You feel it beforehand. You can just use the bathroom not next to where we record.
Or courtesy flush that fucker. Like, reach back and flush that bitch
oh
down.
Jesus!
I'm gonna start calling you Saddam, you mustard gas
Oh.
bastard.
All right, which one are we on?
It wasn't the dog. It was Craig.
Okay.
Jack's gonna
Do we
run back out.
want to take an air break real fast? I can't focus. Do you want to press pause real quick?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're gonna do racing first, and so so Zach already to catch Craig up as he was ass blasting.
Did you already do sports?
No, so I argued that we need to split sports
yeah.
into two categories: one for racing and then one for sports.
You could just add racing.
I
You
know,
don't
well,
have
we're
to-
adding racing, yeah. That's basically what we're doing. And we're also going to add MMOs and MOBAs and then survival.
what about
But what's your favorite racing
So
game?
racing
Or
first.
gateway racing.
Burnout
Burnout Revenge is mine.
3 Takedown.
Burnout 3?
Burnout 3, yeah.
Burnout 3 is the greatest racing
mean-
game of all time, and then it's
It's an arcade racing game to get
Need
into
for
racing.
Speed, Hot Pursuit
And
2.
then,
I already
and then
gave
you
you my
can start
answers.
to investing in your racing sims.
I told you, nope. Need for Speed, Most Wanted.
Yes.
Racing against like
no,
getting almost
Hot
pink
Pursuit
slips.
2.
No, fuck you. I just told you what I wanted. Need for Speed, Most
Hot
Wanted
Pursuit 2.
is my favorite, and so I'm biased on it. That's why I would recommend it
Have
to
you
someone.
played Hot Pursuit 2?
I have played Hot Pursuit 2. I still prefer.
Then you're wrong.
No, it's not wrong.
Yeah.
What about
Craig, what's inside of your body is wrong.
the race?
War.
No, the race to
We're not getting political, Craig. Let's
exit.
go, nipple bastards.
The race to exit the exiled lands.
No.
You could say perhaps not
But,
a traditional race.
No. Because no one's racing to get out of the exiled land.
Yeah, you just come back.
You're racing to stay in the exiled land.
You're racing to dominate.
You're running in circles. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What about the race to enthrall everyone that's ever lived? in
The
exiled
race for
lands?
slavery.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Although you only there's a certain max that you have, but you can set them free. That's what I'm going to do at the end of my playthrough. I'm going to
It's gonna
set them all free.
emancipate your slaves.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to try to kill me. I bet they are.
Just like Washington at the end of your life, you're gonna fucking emancipate all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
slaves.
Yeah.
You have served me well. They just cut
Go
your spleen off.
forth. Yeah, they just kill each other and then me. Yeah. All right. No, I think Burnout 3 is the ultimate racing game.
Yeah,
though.
Burnout 3 Takedown. It's the
Love
greatest
it.
racing game of all time.
Love it to death.
No.
All right, what was the other one? It was sports after that? Or?
Yeah, so sports category.
I don't play sports games. I'm not a
My
loser.
introduction
Actually, you know what?
to it is
Since
going to
we're
be
doing Gateway, though,
the NBA
for-
Jam on the Sega.
For racing, I'd say Mario Kart.
For
yeah,
Gateway.
racing, Mario Kart. Yeah, I
it's
can
not a
see
bad
that.
idea.
Yeah.
As
Not
a
Rainbow
gateway.
Road, though.
Yeah.
And then Takedown.
What about Twisted Metal? More of a racing game, or more of a free for all.
But see, as a gateway,
It's combat
I would
racing.
see I
It's
would see
combat racing.
Mario Kart being more of a party game, kind of put in the same category as Smash, as far as your whole group
Yeah,
of friends.
well, I mean, yeah,
Whereas the
they're-
gateway is supposed to introduce you to its style of
They're
gaming.
definitely a party game.
And
but
people
at
are
the
more
same
likely to
time-
play racing games after playing Burnout Revenge or Hot Pursuit than they would be playing Mario Kart.
I would say it's still a racing game, though.
Yeah, but do you play it
So
for the
racing,
racing? is what Cameron
racing
said.
would be
It's a
its
racing game.
racing would be its first category. Party would be its second.
I just don't see someone starting out
Gay would
in
be
Mario
its
Kart
third.
ending up playing fucking Formula One sim racing. I just don't see the connect there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you want him to be, playing like Gran Turismo,
Well, I mean,
you got to
see,
get him
it's
into
a-
the cars.
It's a gateway, though. So you get the racing, you get them the feel of loving getting first place.
Yeah.
Then you go into like a slightly more racing game, maybe like Horizon Chase Turbo, and then you go on to like Burnout, and then you go on to like a Need for Speed, or then you go on.
I wouldn't
to like
say
Drive
no. I would
Club,
say
and
those
then
are
you go
definitely
on
the
to-
first ones, man, because those are actually
it's
fun.
it's a gateway. You
I
get
don't-
into
I don't-
harder and harder racing games.
Listen, I think Pimp My Ride is a good gateway.
Then you get into Dirt Rally.
racing.
Yeah, then you get into Dirt Rally, and then you're fucking retarded.
yeah,
It's the only way to enjoy it.
and then the Gran Turismo, and then the even further than Gran Turismo. Like you just get into the tinkering with the cars, like sim games.
I mean, that's
know
what I
what?
was talking about. Dirt
Yeah.
rallies where you're tinkering with your cars and
I don't
adjusting
really like
tire
racing games, but one of my
strength and
first racing
tuning
games
and-
was Cruisin' World
Yeah,
on N64. That game is fucking sweet.
that's the arcade game. Cruising
It's a
World.
lot like Horizon Chase Turbo, which is why I mentioned it.
Yeah,
What about
Ooh, Pod Racer. I think Pod Racer would be a fun
Oh,
one.
yeah.
It's like a gateway
Star
one.
Wars Pod Racer.
Star Wars Pod Racer is fucking
The
dope.
N64 game is great.
All right, let's talk real quick because I want to get this out. What a fucking letdown this new one has been on the Switch. It's
Pod
just a
Racer?
port.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
a
just a port.
Okay.
It looks shit, and there's no multiplayer. You'd
there's
think if
no
there-
multiplayer.
No. What
Well,
bullshit?
It's local multiplayer.
Okay,
Okay,
lol.
and that has local.
Which
multiplayer.
whatever. I guess. Okay. Well, how many players is it up to 4?
It's 2.
Okay,
That
but
game,
that's
that
bullshit.
game has only been 2.
And here's the thing: like, if you're like, it's cool you're bringing it back. Like, it's rad, and we need it. We do need more things we play with people, but that doesn't help.
It would be fucking
Horse
sweet
shit.
to have a 16-player fucking
Pod
Oh,
Racer.
that would be in fucking
dude,
insane.
and you could just go so in depth with the customization.
They
on
should.
your
They should
pods
remake
and-
one and like have it
and like
customized
have
for
it
Pod
like
Racer.
and have it as far away from the Star Wars theme as possible. It's just about
It
pod
pretty much
racing.
is.
I know.
By
So
itself.
no allusions to Jedi, no allusions to fucking Sith or what's
You're just
going on in the
aliens.
world.
You're just
It's
aliens racing for
Aliens
fun.
It's
racing.
exactly what that N64
Yeah, that'd be
game
s-
is.
that'd be dope.
Yeah,
It
no, I
embodies
played
that
it. Yeah.
I've been
100%.
tempted to
And
re-download
they
it
just need-
just to beat the campaign.
having
It's like, I'll just put
having
some on
not
64.
having a
I mean,
remake
Anakin's
of it.
in
Not a
there,
remaster,
but he's a little
remake.
shit, and I don't play him
Don't
anyway.
don't put
No,
Anakin in. It's
you
all
play
about
Clegg
Anakin.
Holdfast. Clegg Holdfast or
Holdfast.
Mars
Which
Whoa.
one is that one?
Clegg Holdfast is the dude like with spikes on his head.
Oh no, I play the fucking orange dude.
And then just have a
He's got like
and then you
big
could
ass
do,
jowls, and he's like short.
Oh, he's not orange.
And
he's
he's got
blue.
a- and
he
he's
looks
got
like
like
the
an
beaver
orange
almost.
they have,
Yeah,
there has
Deadbolt.
to be ways
Deadbolt.
for you to earn money to further customize
Is
your
his
pod.
pod orange?
And then you
Yeah.
could just like branch
Okay.
off into like
Yeah, but he
different
wasn't orange,
pod
but yeah,
technology of what it can
His
do.
pod
I just
do.
remember the orange pod, and that's what I used.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
Clegg
customization
Holdfast
that
pod
gets
was
me.
great. It was so
so
fast.
Bulba's okay.
Team Topagales was also pretty good because it was like smaller, so it gave you a little like speed
There's a
advantage.
guy that has like those like his pod looks like 2 rods basically.
yeah,
That's Team Topagales.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy was good.
What about Hooters Road Trip? I know we haven't actually played it, but like the
or
idea
the Burger
of it.
Burger King one's
What?
also a racing one, right? I
Yeah,
think it is.
Hooters Road Trip.
Oh,
I
do we have to
don't
review that? That'd be really funny.
I think
No.
we.
I would
I'm gonna
laugh.
try to force.
I
Why
would
does
laugh
that, why does
really
that
hard.
feel
Play
like a different take on Pimp My Ride?
Pimp My Ride is a great
Okay.
introduction to
All
racing
right.
games.
No.
All right, let's move on to sports.
Okay,
All right,
sports.
sports.
I don't play sports games, to be honest with everyone, so
NBA Jam on Fire Edition,
I'm out of this one.
and then Mario Strikers. Those are the 2 best sports games ever created.
Tiger Woods PGA Tour,
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
2003.
You want an intro game? That's a fucking.
It's got saliva.
I would never play that.
What more do you want? It's
So
fucking
an intro
sweet.
game that did, for a beginner in
Click,
sports.
click, boom.
And I still feel like NBA Jam
NBA Jam, NBA Playgrounds is also really good.
in a
Schweiss
golfing
and I
tournament. I
played
know how
that.
funny that is, and golfers are listening to that.
Oh, speaking of sports games, the other free game this year is like 2K20 or whatever. Is there 2K19?
No,
Didn't we already get 2K19?
we
No, it's
did.
2K20. 2K20 is a free game this year.
So now it's
Or for
probably
PlayStation
not
2K20.
online anymore.
A4's on your side, Craig.
Yeah, your answer.
Oh, the sports games? Yeah, I know, A4. That's exactly. They're the best sports games ever created.
NCAA football.
NBA Jam on Fire Edition.
I love
and
it.
Super Mario Strikers.
NCAA football 2007.
If you're that's the only way to get people.
I
into
played that
sports
one,
games.
so I can
feel like
objectively say that
sports
it's not
games
my
are
thing.
created for like a specific genre
Sports,
of people.
the genre of people they're created for, the people that go, I
then you
hate
move
video
on.
games, but they like jack off
Because
to like
each
their
year they come out
Giants
with a
poster in
new
their
one,
bedroom.
and the graphics get somewhat better, but it's the same game every
it
time.
is.
You
I mean,
just
they-
move on from NBA Jam.
It's just so they
to,
can.
They
like,
it's just-
objectively-
NBA Street.
They
So-
did so bad that they
on
stopped
GameCube,
making.
so you could still play
Basically-
Mario and Luigi.
basically all I see
That's
these
not why they
NBA
stopped making
games,
them.
That's my heel, and I'm
these
gonna
sports
die on
games
it.
for. So NBA and Madden, those are just so you can put your fantasy football team together and play
Any
season with them.
sports game
And
that
so
has
that's why
been
you need to come out with new years to
arcadified
get the new players.
is automatically better.
I really like actual sports games. I think they're pretty fun.
Really?
Actual sports games are shit.
Yeah. Well, I just don't think you understand
They're
sports.
No, I
don't,
understand sports. I just hate them.
but
I
they're
hate
shit.
those games, man.
Okay.
But NCAA football 2007 though has like this mechanic in it where it calculates your
Actually, you know
greatness.
what? Third greatest sports game.
I remember that. I remember
Wii Sports.
And you could put custom
that. Players in, couldn't you?
signage and players. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember because I made this just like retarded. Too.
yeah.
All right, top 3 sports games, guys, that are also gateway games. I already said.
I don't have one because I don't play them. I can't tell you what.
NBA Jam on Fire Edition.
Oh, cool! I didn't play
Super
that.
Mario Strikers.
That
Wii Sports.
if it said sports on it, I didn't play them.
My only vote's behind NBA Jam because that was my jam back on the.
But I'm
Sega
talking
Genesis.
on Fire Edition.
I haven't played that on Fire
specifically
Edition.
because I can play as the fucking mascots, and
I
I love Huey the Hornet and the Jazz Bear.
I dabbled in sports games
All right,
when I played
those
football
guys
in high
have
school. but
nines
that's
for their
about it.
fucking
if we
free
go
shot.
too much away from sports, it's more just like an arcade, game. I would
Yeah,
say it's
and
the
that's
same thing
perfect.
as Mario Kart or Mario Party. It's just
No,
a mini game,
because
not an
it's still
actual sports
sports.
game.
Sports is still its number
So
one
NBA Jam
position.
for that type of game, and then Schweiss, your favorite actual sports game would be the NCAA 07. But as a gateway to get someone into sports games.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Okay.
Because they stopped making the NCAA games because the players wanted to be paid to be in the games, even though they were college students, and they said no, and so they stopped making them. So they ruined it with their greed.
Yeah. So now extreme sports. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Yeah, there's no question. Any Tony Hawk 2 and 3 really.
Well,
I liked the
Yeah.
cool borders on like the original like PlayStation as well.
what
I like the motocross games. I used to play those too.
what
I think
could be
Skate was all right, but
Yeah,
definitely Tony
yeah.
Hawk.
Tony Hawk 2? I think is the best.
Yeah.
But
It
what
is.
could be more extreme than surviving in the exiled land?
I knew it.
And the sport is the flesh market. It's the sport of flesh.
The sport of hunting other humans.
Exactly. I don't know if it gets any more
Every
extreme.
game's a gateway game to Conan Exiles.
That's right. It's the end of
Every trail leads you to the exiled land.
Yeah, every trail has the same end.
Tony Hawk's just
Even
dragged
when you
into the exiled
leave, you
lands.
just come right back.
Yeah.
There's no escaping the exiled land.
It really isn't. Once you're there for life. And then another life. And then another life.
Yeah.
You know, Schweiss, if Conan
far as-
Exiles is so good, why isn't there Conan Exiles 2?
Oh,
See, it's so good that it doesn't need a sequel.
Well, I mean, it's
It's
still
complete-
relatively recent comparatively.
Yeah. I don't know if they would make
I don't
a
know,
second
man.
one.
I think
Yeah, they won't make a second one.
How long ago did they make
It's like
that?
2014, I think. 2015.
6 years?
Yeah.
5 or 6 years? Jeebus.
Yeah. Extreme sports. What else did we have? What are the other
No,
categories?
guys,
we
it's
had?
not 2014. It's 2017. Came out in 2017.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Holy
That's
shit.
embarrassing.
It's so good. Like I told you,
It's so
still kind of
poorly
recent.
put together to have only been 3 years old.
yeah. What you have a good point. What other genres would you say there are?
Well, as far as extreme sports, I mean, we already know
It's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
there's-
That's the best.
that is the best
game.
extreme sport
Yeah,
because every
oh, yeah.
other extreme sport game just doesn't feel like a finished
But
product.
again, I'm going to say I really enjoyed.
I know
Cool
there's that
Borders when it
extreme
first came out.
snowboarder. There's that snowboarding extreme
Yeah.
sport game that was really good.
Cool Borders.
Cool Borders, yeah. So
I
that
love
was
that.
good.
We got a
Yeah.
snowboarding game for free
Or
on
ATV
PlayStation Plus.
Off-Road Fury 2. You remember that
Oh
shit?
yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, dude.
Dude,
Sand
yeah.
rail wrestling.
Yeah, and you get to the
But see,
end
we
of the
made
map.
our own fun in that game as a thing.
True.
And that you got to the edge of the map in the second one, and it would launch you like super
and
fucking hard.
I would say that's more along the lines of racing, ATV Fury, and stuff like that. You need like the dirt bike stuff and doing tricks to make it the
So
extreme
fucking-
sport.
that game is so good.
X Games type stuff.
Dude, we bought that fucking one ATV versus whatever, and then it wasn't as good.
No, it wasn't as good.
So wait, are we going to
Off-Road
count?
Fury 2
Are we going to
is
count the new
like
Tony Hawk as a
peak.
new game?
Maybe if
And
we
I'll
all
play
want
because I'm
to.
going to play the new Tony Hawk. Like hands down.
Isn't
Oh,
it just
yeah.
a remake?
It is a remake, but
Yeah,
I'm
it's
still
a,
playing
it's a
it.
remake
okay.
of 2 and 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
Is it really?
yeah.
Yeah, it's both of them.
Dude, they better put a Darth Maul in there as a player, like they did in one of the other ones.
Or no, it's 1 and wait. Or
I think it's 1 and 2. I think it's 1 and 2.
Is it 1 and 2? Yeah, it might be 1 and 2.
Bro, I used to remember I used to get hit by cars on purpose in that game, so I just watched my guy go fly across the road.
Yeah,
Get out of the
yeah.
road, you damn kid! And you just get
Okay.
back up and go. I think Fighter should be on this list because it's not on this list.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll add another addendum for fighters.
What's a good fighter then?
Yeah. So
I would
Extreme
say
Sports.
I would say if you're gonna get into it as a gateway, I would say Mortal Kombat 9 is a good place to start because it's got a
Mortal
huge.
Kombat's a great place to start.
It's got a
but
huge roster.
I would also say Smash Bros.
No, Smash Bros isn't a bad one either, and I would say I would argue that.
I know it
fuck,
feels
what was
more like minigame-esque, but there's a highly competitive scene in the
No,
Smash Bros. world.
I agree, but I would also
So as
say
an introduction, I would say that just because you could play from different favorite characters from other
Right.
genres,
Well, and
and
then,
that could
like,
be an incentive to get you in.
there's different fighting styles too, so you can find someone that fits you the best
Yeah.
as well. But I argue that's the same with Mortal Kombat. You can find who you like, but also Dragon Ball Z Fighters, because that game's meant to bring people in. That's why there's not any crazy combos or anything like that. Because as long as you start hitting people, you can end up comboing out,
Yeah.
and that's what that whole game was meant to do, was to bring
1
people
+ 1 and 2 make 3. It's destiny. Sorry, A4 in the chat said it's called Doing Out Pro Skater 1 + 2.
Yeah, and then I replied with 3. Fighting games. Well, I have a game that has a fighting mechanic in it. One could call it clunky and terrible more often than not, but no,
But yeah, Mortal Kombat the OG Mortal Kombat's great. But again, I just feel like
As an introductory game,
Smash.
Bros would probably be the peak choice.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 9 is fucking close, but that's mostly because it's also the greatest fighting game of all time.
So I put fighting games into Google to see if it could jog my memory of anything that I wasn't thinking about, and Last of Us 2 came up as fighting.
Well, okay, actually, no, I can't say anything.
There's a specific format.
Dude, there was a
fighting
Mighty
games.
Morphin Power Ranger video game in 2019. That's a fighting.
Yes, there is, and it's fucking awesome.
Is it? I might go download it.
Dude, it's honestly like Smash Bros in a way. Like it's a regular 2D fighter, but like the way you do your special moves and stuff is the same. Like you do
That's
like
cool.
over B, up B, down B. Like
I would
stuff
say
like that.
the Marvel vs. Capcom games are pretty good too.
Yes. So my list of the top 3 best fighting games is Mortal Kombat 9, Dragon Ball Fighters, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I'm super disappointed in you that you're not listing DOA and Soul Calibur.
DOA would
Soul
make their
Calibur
parents take their
4
kids'
is in my
games
top
away.
5.
That's a great Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur 4 is fucking good. Darth Vader is so fucking awesome. But Dead or Alive,
What's on your mind,
I
Schweiss?
like Dead or Alive,
He's trying to figure out how to make
but
Conan Exiles.
I don't think it's good enough for that.
He already alluded to it.
I also like Tekken, but I don't know if Tekken is
No,
good
see,
enough to be
I
in my
would
top
say
list either.
I wouldn't say good because this is like a gateway thing. So I was gonna say maybe in the Injustice or Justice 2, but I don't think it's a good gateway game because like there's
Yeah.
special things you have to combo off. That can
Yeah.
be difficult, like with like say for example,
Injustice
like Red
is
Hood,
definitely
stuff like
more
that.
of a like technical game,
Yeah.
so it's harder to get into
Right.
that one.
And that's what Mortal Kombat has become.
Yeah.
That's why I think 9 is the best gateway because it still has the charm of the older ones, but it's definitely got a decent story, and I think the fighting is more fluid in those ones.
Yeah, I also like Street Fighter 5, but that one is also pretty technical.
what about like Def Jam?
I've never played that,
Def
but
Jam,
it's a fighting game, so I probably
Guys, the best fighting game ever. Fucking Ragdoll Kung Fu.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
As a gateway game?
That's a fun party game for
Dude,
sure. Yeah.
Ragdoll
Oh
Kung
man,
Fu.
did you ever play that game, Zach?
You need to
Oh,
play
man.
Ragdoll Kung Fu. We need it. It's on your PlayStation 3, right?
Yeah, it is.
God, dude,
Yeah,
we need
so I
to
heard
fucking
that you couldn't buy it
stream
anymore.
We need to fucking stream that
Let's stream
sometime.
Ragdoll Kung Fu. We need
That
we
is
need
one of
that.
the greatest games ever made. Holy fuck!
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I fucking love that game.
It's like a Smash Bros.
And you know
kind of
what?
thing, too.
Yeah, it is. And
party.
I really like the fact that it utilized the fucking DualShock controller as
Yeah.
well. Like, you have to shake it to, like, charge up your skills and stuff. Like, I fucking love that game.
Yeah, and the way you move your character's
And then
limbs.
the fucking amazing game modes, like the fucking basketball fishing game, and then the fucking dodgeball game, and like,
Yeah.
oh man, God, that game is so fucking good.
What if we did like Death Stranding just for that fight at
gonna
the very end of the game
say
where they're
that-
like duking it out?
a last mode would be our last category would be best Stranding type game, best Gateway Stranding.
Yeah.
Best Stranding game.
And, this is a fighter, but I haven't fought anyone. I've been playing this for 50 hours. And then you get to the fight, and you're like, oh, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I got the sun setting behind you, and they're like shirtless up to the waist. Or maybe that's Metal Gear Solid I'm thinking of. They're like, they both do the same thing, where they're just like fucking two dudes just beating the shit out of each other.
Dudes being guys and guys being dudes.
Exactly, yeah. It's just ridiculous. It's like fucking... It's like, oh, there's the fighter. I didn't know it was a fighter until now. Or the Sock'em robots in fucking in Nier Automata. That was pretty sweet too.
Oh
fucking,
yeah, dude.
as
When you fucking
Pascal.
get
Yeah.
Pascal going, yeah, dude. Fucking Pascal is God.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet part. But now I think Smash is probably the best one. I don't play it much because I'm horrible at it and I don't want to spend forever
It's
getting
definitely
good,
the
but
best gateway choice.
Yeah, I would say that's for sure.
Because then you also get like the other offshoot games that are trying to be it, like the PlayStation All Stars, and then there's like a couple other ones like Rivals of Aether and all sorts of other ones.
Did we say like action adventure? Did we do that yet? Or platformer?
I don't think we've picked any of those. No.
Yeah, we haven't. Well, action adventure. What do you think? What do you got?
God of War 1. That's a God of
That's
War.
a hack
game.
and slash. Hack and
It's
slash.
an
is
action
specific.
adventure.
It's a specific genre.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
All
I
right.
think you're wrong.
Next category, best MOBA.
Best
Best
MOBA.
Or not best MOBA, introductory MOBA.
Introductory MOBA, League of Legends.
I feel like no MOBA is a good introductory MOBA. You just have to find
No,
one you
League
can
of
slave away
Legends
at.
is definitely the best introductory MOBA.
Wait, what does MOBA
Without
stand
a
for?
doubt.
I don't know that.
I can't remember what it stands for. It's like something Battle Arena.
It's massive online battle arena, or
I
what
think
is it?
so.
But
I
yeah,
don't know if it's massively
League of
online.
Legends was simple enough for Joe to play. Just a reminder for that.
Yeah.
So.
We won't say well, but it did happen. It's
All right.
also
You know what? He did okay. He got, every time he played as Master Yi, and
Multiplayer
he got his
online
thing
battle
going. He was
arena.
doing pretty good.
Multiplayer online battle arena.
okay.
Yeah. All
MOBAs
right.
are MOBAs are fun. They're fun, but they take way too much time. It's
They
like
do, yeah.
so much fucking time.
That's why I like the 3v3 modes, like, as we were getting out of it, because, like, it was only, like, half-hour games instead of, like, the full-on hour, and that made it a lot funner.
Yeah.
And because it ended up being you, me, and Joe playing most of the time, so we just had that team of three.
The meticulous nature of them is rewarding when you get used to it.
Yeah.
But
and
you
and when you
also-
get it rolling, you get fuck them quick, so that's
Yeah,
also
you
pretty
fuck
fun.
them quick and you
Dude,
fuck 'em
yeah, dude.
hard.
When you go and you start like getting fed in a 3v3, and then it's like only a 12-minute game.
Yeah,
It's a good feeling.
it's good. Yeah, I miss it.
I never
really
got
do.
into it.
I miss
I
fucking
might start
playing as
playing it.
Volibear, launching somebody behind me, and then you just fucking like.
I might start playing it. One of my friends
Just
plays
wrecking 'em.
ARAM exclusively, and I
Those
just
ones
have
are
to,
fun,
Had to get
Uh,
my AA trucks out.
especially when they have the fucking Earth mode going
Yeah.
for April Fools. Ultra Rapid Fire is fucking great.
I thought it was for
shit.
Earth Day because it was Earth Day, wasn't it?
They might do it for both, but Earth is that was April Fools specifically. So they have it going for like I think most of April.
Yeah, I just like breaking reality in that game. Like there's times where I would see someone on the other side of a
Dude,
wall
fucking
and I would just
Urgot
eat
is
them.
fucking broken. I remember when you were like launching that little blade constantly.
Yeah, in the Earth mode, it's just like delete, just fucking endless armor penetrating death.
Especially when that thing doesn't take much mana, so you're just like
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's just too much time though. It's way
Yeah.
too much time to get good at it. It's crazy.
Then the next category, best MMO.
MMO.
Introductory
Introductory
MMO
MMO.
specifically. Okay. So gateway MMO would probably be
Diablo.
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Is that a subscription-based game?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a good introductory is anything you have to pay a subscription to play.
Well, I mean, you're also looking for something that's easy for newcomers to play.
I didn't think Black Desert was a super hard game to play.
No,
when we
it's
were
not.
playing.
Yeah, Black Desert looks too grindy, though, for me.
Yeah. Wouldn't Diablo 3 be a good MMO to
That's
get
not an MMO.
started? Well, but it's MMO-like.
It is kind of. The world is like an MMO, but it's not quite an
Diablo
MMO.
3?
Kind of, yeah. The world feels like an MMO's world, is what I'm saying. Because you have, like... But no, it's not an MMO because you can only have 4 people.
I mean, you can have raids and stuff, but yeah, 4 people.
You don't have raids.
But,
Diablo.
World of Warcraft is the MMO.
It really
Is that is it also the introductory MMO?
I've never really played it. I played it for like 10, 15 minutes.
What would you
I
count
don't know.
Destiny as? Because it has elements of an MMO
It's a shooter.
with doing the raids and stuff
It's a
like
shooter
that.
first.
Right, but other
Yeah.
games have been things first, and we've still
Like
categorized them
but Borderlands
differently.
is also a shooter first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Destiny, you could argue. Same way as Borderlands. I think it's more of a
I
shooter.
could agree
but
with
I
that.
guess there are
And if
different
you
class-based stuff,
if
but it's
you
still
count
not to the
Destiny as an MMO, then
level.
I'd probably have to pick that.
It's a good game to get into. It does have a difficult tier as you get higher, but it's one like you can play.
But
With, playing with friends makes
as
it
far as
indefinitely
MMOs
fun.
go, like your thing is you have a role you fill, and
Right, in that game you have a role you fill.
But Destiny, it's not quite to the same thing.
Yeah, you just
still-
kill.
you
Is there,
can
you,
still
you
count
have
it.
a
Like, that's
white
the thing.
mage in Destiny? Someone who heals exclusively to keep the party up and going, buffs, debuffs, and stuff like that?
No,
And I feel like
but
think-
you could have
I think it's a
weapons that
stretch.
debuff other enemies.
Right.
They
and
pulled
you do
the-
have skills that will do that.
I still
same
think
thing.
it's a stretch. I mean, you have skills and abilities, but I don't think
But
it
I
makes
mean,
it an
like
MMO.
Titans can summon a shield, and the warlocks
It's
can like,
definitely an open
debuff
world
with some of their
RPG shooter,
skills
but
and
Yeah, I think Destiny took the things that they liked about MMOs and they pulled that in, and then they left a lot of it out.
they just made it a first-person shooter, really.
And it's
so
still-
they made
if you're
it
saying
their own
Destiny is an
thing.
MMO, then you would argue that Overwatch is a MOBA.
Yeah, you would. I don't think it is.
It's the
but
same stretch.
It's close.
Well, no,
It's the same
because the
stretch.
basis of a MOBA is having that the
Lanes and objectives and
well,
And team
I mean,
composition
It's,
and
it's having like the two sides, and then having the straight up lanes and stuff. So it's like it would be hard to describe Overwatch as that.
it's the same stretch, I feel.
I think Cameron's got a point. It is, but Destiny is more team oriented than I think maybe than Overwatch is. But I might not be playing Overwatch, right? So I
No,
don't know.
Overwatch is completely team oriented.
Yeah, you have to.
So Warframe's considered an MMO as well.
Yeah, Warframe is
Warframe.
definitely an MMO.
And I would say that's an introductory
Yeah,
as far as
Destiny
it
1 and
being
2 are on
free.
that as well.
But Warframe gets way too grindy.
I would say
that's what an
true
MMO
about
is.
any MMO.
Yeah, are you kidding me? It's all
Although
grindy.
Warframe is pretty easy to play, so that would be a decent
Age of Conan
introductory
is
I would
one.
say Warframe's a good introductory.
Yeah.
To
Especially since it's free as well. That one's
That's
Alright.
and that's one of the ones that started me on the MMOs
The-
was Warframe when it first came out, and it was like this small piece of shit.
the
Is
the
what I
next
started out on.
last category, unless you guys have anything more, best survival game.
Oh, we didn't do horror either. We didn't do survival horror or anything like that.
Nah, I guess horror could be its own genre, but survival. I'm thinking things like Rust, Conan.
Well,
Don't give Schweiss an out.
I mean, clearly, can there be any other than Conan? What other can you build endlessly?
I haven't personally played it enough, but
I would say
Minecraft would probably have to be the definitive
a
choice.
good introductory survival game would be Subnautica. It's all about you surviving and
Underwater.
escaping the planet.
Oh.
But it's not about having other clans and people there. But yeah, Subnautica's a relaxed take on survival, I'd say.
I would say No Man's Sky as well. if
So
you're doing
there's in the like the,
Yeah,
it's
No Man's
also,
Sky-
It's also exploratory,
say it's
but like an open world. But that
Introductory.
wouldn't-
I would say Subnautica is a great introductory to No Man's Sky because a lot of
know what?
elements.
I should have said No Man's Sky for open world because it's more like open universe.
Yeah,
Damn it.
yeah, it's a great open world actually. And
Yeah.
Hello Games really turned it around.
Yeah,
they
dude, that game is fucking sweet.
and I'll
made a
never
good
know.
game.
I want to
I'm never
play it
gonna
again so I can get a mech.
Do you think if they would have closed down, they would have changed their names to Goodbye Games?
And then they just make like software for companies
Yeah.
instead.
Hello Software
Like
is their new
the
company.
the exact opposite thing that happens usually with video game companies.
Hello
Yeah.
Broken Promises.
They go from being like a regular computer software company to like making video games randomly.
Goodbye, Little White Lies.
No, Conan I would say is a decent introductory to a survival game just because of the RPG elements.
Yeah, and if you have it from
Yeah,
PlayStation Plus, like
but
The
it's
ability to level
also-
up and the ability to basically convince people to be on your team.
convince them, through violence and breaking the mind and strengthening the
See,
body.
The problem with that one
Whereas if you play
is that it's a bad
Rust.
game.
if you play Rust as a survival game, you basically, if you get looted, you're
Rust
done.
needs to be out of early access for me to consider that one in the running. I'm gonna stick with Minecraft. It's like a fucking $20 game. It's
Eh.
fucking huge as shit. It's entirely based on survival and building.
Yeah, you're right.
That's literally the entire game. Its popularity and like its ease, design, everything is literally made.
You
for
could
people
play it
to
on the
just start
phone.
Playing it.
I feel
you
like
can play it on the
survival
phone, like-
is just a great way for indie developers to really not make a full game. Just make it super
yeah,
empty.
basically, it's
Make
like-
it super empty, and then have the player.
What about? I know you like Fallout games. They have survival modes. Would you?
But it's
consider
not the
that?
same ideas as survival.
But if you start throwing stuff like that in, we can throw in like the
That's like
survival horror
saying
genre as well.
adding a permadeath mode to another game makes it all about survival because it is.
Diablo
but it's definitely
3
not making
on
the game that.
hardcore. Don't
Yeah.
fucking die.
One of the ones I thought was really fun for a while though was Ark. I thought Ark was
I
fun when
haven't
it first
played
came
that
out.
one.
You should try Conan if you like Dark.
I'm not trying.
You got
I
people
would.
that like.
I would. They're similar.
Ark lets you ride dinosaurs
Yeah.
and have guns.
I got to write down. The guns is new. When I played, they didn't have guns.
But
yet.
yeah, the dinosaur thing does give Ark an edge. But I hear Ark is
But Ark also
Even
doesn't
more
have
bullshit.
penises. So
the
and
best,
tits.
the best thing on that I think of Ark is you play with the server with friends.
yeah.
Because
Again, that's what makes Conan fun too.
Yeah.
It's to grease your friends.
then you don't come back and the Fire Nation doesn't attack you and burn down everything you've built, and you have a
the fun thing about Rust,
Piss me
even
off.
though it's not in the running for me, would be that you could like build around your friends. And then
Oh,
they can't
yeah.
escape, so
You
they
would-
have to like kill themselves in order to fucking like reset somewhere else.
Yeah, you would find a body, and then you would like put a house around the body, and then lock the door. And so when they would log back in, they couldn't escape because you had like a password on your door, and so they'd have to starve to death or kill themselves
Such a bastard.
and lose whatever they were holding. And then you could take it. See, the best part is like you don't kill them and take their shit. You box them in and make them kill themselves, and then you take their shit.
Yeah.
Because then it's more psychological.
It's even worse when they're a new player because then all they have is the rock, and it's not enough to damage the house, so it'd take forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So they'd have to kill themselves if they want to leave quick.
There were some fun escape moments in that game where like someone was offline. I think it was Adam who we were playing with, and like they were raiding us. And then I was like, Christian, you're gonna have to kill Adam and take all of his shit, or else these guys are gonna get it all. And so he's over there like rock crushing this guy's skull while he's sleeping, and then they're blowing our fucking walls down. And then I think what I did is I logged off, and so my guy like went into his little sleeping bag, and all you can see is like their little head. And they didn't kill me. Like, they didn't notice my little dude poking out of his sleeping bag. And I like went back on like 15 minutes later, and all of our shit was gone. Everyone was dead except for me. They left me alone because I think I put my sleeping bag like in the corner, up on the like right behind where the stairwell comes up. There's like a little spot, and I like stashed myself over there, and so I was just laying in there, and they didn't kill me. But Rust was the first one we did. And I had a lot of fun with Rust, but
Rust was fun, yeah.
the replayability kind of started to die. After a while.
with any of
Well,
these
it's because they
games,
kept
it gets to a
resetting the
point-
servers, and
There
so
will
any progress
there will be a
we
day
made was
where
gone.
the sun sets on Conan in your life
But it is not the
to never rise
and it's
again.
when Conan Exiles 2 comes out.
Yeah, when it's the second greatest game of all time, but it's newer.
All right. Well, any other game categories?
platformers, bro.
Yeah, platformers. I mean,
You asked, ass.
Can you argue that there's anything more
I'll stab
platformer-y
you.
than making your own platforms in Conan Exiles?
Yeah, making Joe's Tower a platformer.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know if you can argue otherwise. I think it's just a lie. It's a hate-filled lie. All right, so platformer, good introductory platformer.
Shit, I'm trying to think. There's a name of a game, but I can't remember what the name is that I really like.
Cuphead. No.
That's not really a platformer. I would say that's more of a shoot 'em up / side scroller shooter.
I think it's a platformer too.
I mean, like for like two bosses. Cause
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bee
it's
and
only
the
for a
dragon
couple,
are really
yeah.
the only two that use that.
Oh, fuck,
I
that
guess
game is-
maybe the clown guy too, but
Man, that game is so hard.
I fucking hate that.
So hard.
It's not even a good game.
We still have to review it. It's still
No, we
due,
don't.
technically.
No,
It's
not
so
happening.
fucking hard, man.
That game can fuck itself.
It's harder than my dick when I'm thinking about like
The developers for that game
Thralls.
can go fuck themselves for that RNG fuckfest.
Oh, poor buddy.
I mean, I'm gonna say that their art style and their music is great. Everything else is a shit show.
Did you see they're making a TV show
Yeah.
on Netflix?
that's
It'll
kind of
be
weird.
interesting.
It looks really actually looks really good. It looks like it can be really fun.
It could be funny.
Yeah, but it can't be fun.
No, it can't be fun.
We can't have
it's
fun.
Not, it's not a fun game.
That is the
And
hardest game I've ever beaten. That easily. It's much harder than Sekiro to me.
God damn, that game is fucking retarded.
Sekiro is definitely the number 2, but Cuphead is beyond difficult. It's crazy.
Super Mario Odyssey is a great choice for introductory platformer, I would say.
What about Castlevania Symphony of the Night?
That
Is that an introductory one, or is that
I
too
don't say
much?
that'd be an introductory one. No, I think that's a little too.
I mean,
Because I would wanted to say Hollow Knight, but that one's
If you
hard. because
wanted
that game's
to
a hard
pick-
game.
a platformer that wouldn't be a great platformer because I mean it has platforming stuff in it, but it's not a lot.
What about Shovel Knight?
Shovel Knight would be a good one. That would be a good choice.
That was fun.
It was fun. There was difficult parts in it.
I would say Super Mario Odyssey though, just
Yeah.
because like of how easy it is for new players. Because some platformers can get bullshit.
Yeah. From playing it, I would say the new Shantae game would be a good gateway. 'Cause it's a little weird with the anime wise, but it wasn't a difficult game. Like it had really good platformers, and the bosses were fun. But it was like chill enough that you could figure it out pretty fast,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is what a platform.
Yeah, that Shantae game is pretty sweet. I need to play more of it.
Did you so we can review it?
Yeah. But yeah, Mario. Mario would be a good one.
All right, do you want to do survival horror?
I can.
All right.
I don't have a. I mean, yeah. I guess there's Dead Space.
Yeah, that's a
I don't know if that's a good introductory game though.
It is.
I think
it's
when
not
you,
hard.
here's
it's
the
more
thing
of
though.
a
I think when you get survival
action
horror,
survival horror.
it's hard for survival horror. I don't think there is a very easy answer for that because they're all. I wouldn't say
Actually, you know
really
what?
difficult, but I think they're
7.
all.
Resident Evil 7.
I was gonna say 7 as well. I think 7's
is
a
probably
really
the
good.
easiest one. It was definitely more easy for me than Resi 2 was.
Really,
So I would say Resident Evil 7.
I think 7.
is
Well,
the
I think 7 was
perfect
7 had was
introductory
hard
one.
in its own way.
What about
Maybe like on the ship. That was like the hardest
Oh,
part.
no, that scared the shit. I hated that level so much.
Because
Yeah.
the rest of it you can just run past the dudes, which is what I did.
I guess like I'm getting grabbed by that old bastard.
I think Resident Evil 2 is better than 7.
I mean,
Remake.
maybe as a game, but
Right, but I'm saying like
as
an
an
introductory.
like gateway game.
Yeah. What arguably though, what can be scarier then you're trying to run. You're running around collecting supplies.
And then running into a 3-star
And then you run into a 3-star crocodile in the night in Conan Exiles. Nothing
so
is
you can't even
scarier.
fucking see it.
Nothing clenches your asshole tighter than that very thing.
Yeah.
That's
well,
scary. Or the bat. The
that's
bat on the
true.
Tower of Bats. But that guy's a fuck.
That's true, and especially when you add elements of whether or not you don't know whether or not the boss is going to glitch through the level and kill you.
That's scary.
That's super scary.
That's true fear because
But
the
it's
boss
still-
doesn't abide by the rules.
It's still no Galgun.
Oh, that's
I was
true,
gonna say
yeah.
that was the funniest shit I've ever seen. You
Still no
screaming at
Galgun.
that was so fucking funny.
He's screaming at the knob snobbing or knob goblin slobbering hentai chicks chasing after his dick. What do you think you give him? I think you give him the dick. I think you give him some cum in those shots, and like they're like,
What?
and then
What?
they fall asleep. Because you got to give him the D.
You have to shoot him with the gun and gal gun. To
Yeah,
like, knock
remember?
him
Oh,
out.
you're talking about Galgun?
Yeah.
Okay.
He thinks like when you're reloading, you're just like putting your gun in real quick. You're just like jacking off into the thing. You're like, God, hurry
I
up.
thought you were talking
I
about
don't have any
Conan
more.
still, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about giving him the...
Did you not see the new patch? Oh my god!
Conan, yeah.
They uncensored the dicks and you have to fuck them now.
Yeah. I now that Craig brought up dragging your dick in the sand, I'm like, I want to know if I can have like a line from my dick dragging in the sand of the PC version.
Okay, you
That's
know
what I
what?
want.
Or
I do
A4
want to
said-
try that really bad, but also for Cyberpunk, if I could be nude, I'm going to go to a beach area, if there is one, and see if I can drag my dick in the sand. I need
Nice.
to know. I need to know if the physics are that good.
Well, I do want to drag my dick in the sand. I do. Yeah, I agree.
That's how you know if a game has perfect physics. You can drag your dick in the sand and it leaves a trail.
That's what I mean. What if not that have we been building up technology for in this world?
Exactly. That's the benchmark test is dragging your dick in the sand.
Yeah, how good do the individual grains of sand look as your dick slides across them? That's the test, the new tech. Yeah, survival horror, I don't know, I'd go Resident Evil 2 remake, I think it's pretty good.
You think that would be a good introduction?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I don't really know any other survival horrors, really. I would say Alone in the Dark is definitely not a good one, and neither is Parasite Eve 2. Those are horrible choices.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The first one's not really a survival horror.
I'd like them-
That one's straight up RPG.
I would
really.
like them to go back to Dino Crisis to make it more survival horror.
Yeah, Dino
I think
Crisis.
that would be really fun.
Oh man, Turok kind of is a survival
Turok
horror,
was
too.
fun. I like
You gotta
Turok.
fucking fight the dinosaurs.
Yeah,
And
Torah.
the second one goes off the rails, and they're like dinosaur men. And you're just like,
Oh man,
not as fun.
Yeah, Torok was sweet.
I think they remade that.
They
Put it
did.
on Switch.
It was on Cube. No, they didn't make it that new. There's one on the GameCube.
Oh no, I know that there's a Turok game on Switch.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
look
like
at
the
that when I go home.
remake.
Nice. All right, you guys got any other categories that come to mind? What about like hentai weeaboo game?
I don't know any
Hentai weeaboo game.
Yeah.
Watch A4's comments just start shooting up now.
I already know one that A4 wants because it's on his wish list in on Steam. It's that fucking. Oh man, what was that game called? I think I saved it just for funsies.
I don't remember what you said.
It was. Oh, I remember now. It's Koikatsu Party, where you literally design the girl and then you fuck them, and then I guess there's a story mode in it where it's like a dating sim.
Very nice. Dating sim. Love the dating sims. Nothing I love more than texting in games and dating people in games. I'll tell you that right now.
And making your own girls.
And making my own girls and fucking them. But no, I don't know. I think that's it for the categories. I can't really think of anything else. I probably
Pop
can.
is a good introductory hentai game.
Yeah, I want to play.
guess, yeah. I mean, it's basically like fucking Bejeweled.
Yeah. Except for instead of the.
Oh, you know what? Bejeweled is also kind of a
A
Fucking
hentai.
hentai game, yeah, because that fucking robot voice
The
wants to rape
dominatrix
you.
bot. The dom bot.
God, dude, that fucking Bejeweled 2 robot voice sounds like he's gonna fuck you.
Yeah. Well, you guys want to do some After Dark?
Yeah,
Get
let's
it.
move into that
Do
section.
we have any questions?
Yeah, we do. We do have some After Dark
Do we have
questions.
voicemails?
We do. We
Okay,
do have
perfect.
voicemails. Let's dive right on in. Except for that's the wrong file.
Oh, you playing the theme?
Yeah.
Please leave a message after the tone.
You got 7 questions due. Your life is going down the tubes. What do you do when you need advice? This is where it gets good. Good night.
What am I fighting for?
So turn down the lights, pick up the phone and leave a message for the new
Oh, yes. Welcome to the segment Nude Clan After Dark. See, instead of doing 2 episodes a week, what we're doing is taking those 2 and making them become one beautiful, undulating mass of Nude Clan flesh.
Yeah, we're working on some changes for the show, so this is going to be the first major one.
Yeah, so we'll still do After Dark, but we're going to do it as a segment on the normal podcast. So,
At least on the off episodes.
yeah, the off episode. So here is our first lovely question from a friend of the show. 385-204-3921. That's how you can get a hold of us. Give us your questions. Give us your intros. Give us everything that you have. Let's see what this listener has for us today.
Hi, New Clan. This is Chase versus Game. Coming back with another question. Dealing with a existential issue where, like, what happens when you die? What does it feel like to get all the way to the end and then you're just gone? And one of the things I've been reading or comic-wise / watching, there's, like, Altered Caravan and Gantz. And one of the things they play with is, like, copying your body just before you die. So the question I have is, like, is that really you when you get copied? Can someone actually perceive that? So I guess advice-wise, like, how would you deal with this situation if we get to the point technology-wise where we can do that? Thanks, New Clan.
Well, so I guess there's 2 trains of thought about thinking what happens after you die. It's either you believe
So,
something religiously
is this a question
or
specifically-
scientifically.
Yeah, is this a question specifically about what happens if you can, like, download your mind?
But then, it
it's
goes
kinda-
into the altered carbon. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't watched it, but I know the theory of it. So
Yeah. Well, it comes down to, I mean, there's, different, people have thought about, uploading their mind to AI, and there's different takes on it, but it's not you. I mean, they can copy your mind, down to a T to be exactly a copy of who you are in that moment, but it's still not you. Just the same way I think, taking it a little bit different direction, if you get a clone, like if you're cloned exactly at that moment, they have all your memories up to that moment, it'll only take a day for that clone to become a completely different person.
Yeah, I don't know about completely
Because
different,
who you are is not completely different, but their own person. Because who you are is just a collection of your experiences and memories that make who you are at that moment. And as soon as you can see 2 divergent paths, you're going to get 2 different people. Just like you aren't the same Schweiss you were 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, the element of choice there, too, I think would differ. Because I don't know if I think choice is based entirely on your past actions. Like, I do think there is free will is something that exists. And I think that's exactly why you're right, is they would choose to do something else,
Yeah.
Because there's things that I do that I'm
Because
like...
even depending on your mood, your choice changes.
Yeah, and I've done stuff that I've never done. I'll do something once that's totally out of the blue, and then I'll never do it again.
And To you, no. You are dead, and there's a copy of you out there. But to everyone else who knows you,
Maybe, yeah.
to them, you're still around. But your actual self is gone.
Yeah, the consciousness within you is totally dead, I'm pretty sure. Because I can't fathom copying that and then me existing in both places until I die. So I think that whatever it is that makes us is gone.
I would argue if you can transplant your brain somewhere else, then yeah, you could still be you.
Yeah, your
at
brain.
That point.
Yeah.
But making a copy of your brain and uploading it somewhere, it's not you anymore. I mean, it'll act like you and be you, but it's not really you.
Yeah, it's not you in the sense that you, the one who left us the message. It might be something that sounds, looks,
Yeah.
acts just like you, but you will then be dead is kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like even Doctor Who has like that same sort of idea where like, but he's not downloading his mind into like a new body or anything. It's like he regenerates it, but like the previous incarnation dies straight up because like the new body it's a new body, has the same like experiences and everything, but now it's like has its own like preferences for like food and like whatever. So it's like it's still almost a completely different person just immediately.
Right. Well, in Altered Carbon, depending on the sleeve you're put into,
Yeah.
They can have its own inclinations, its own memories. Like you can be put into something.
Why would it have its own memories?
Just basically like habits and stuff like that. There was a anime version that came out where the sleeve had its own kind of like memories that he could become in tune with. Some of the stuff it had seen and done. Because if you think about it, it's still a human, might be it cloned or anything else.
Yeah.
So it still had experiences. But then if you get into a sleeve that's addicted to something, then that's something you have to do. And
It's like Nier Automata. The reason why it works is because they're robots. And so it functions because they're literally just uploading their memory.
Yeah.
And their objectives, and that's it.
But even
there's
still,
nothing that makes
uploading something is just making a copy of it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not the original. And the original is something different.
It's still just a copy. And the same thing, if we can, download our brain, and so what makes us is the collection of neurons and synapses that's in our brain. And doing certain things and certain experiences enforce certain connections, and over time, certain connections get super strong, which is why if you start out doing something like a new job or a new skill you're practicing at, that's why practicing it makes you better to the point where you almost don't even need to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
Because you made that connection in your brain so strong that it's now second nature for you to call that up. Yeah. And that's kind of what our memories are and kind of who you are. It's just a collection of, these neurons in your brain, these synapses that you've strengthened. And you can, if we could, look at someone's brain and totally download how that is. I mean, theoretically, that would also include all your memories up to that point. But we don't know until it happens. But that still wouldn't be you.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to transfer, I don't know, your soul or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which is probably just like something like you were saying in your brain. Because that's, even if you copied that very thing and it has the exact same everything, like it would still diverge. It's still not quite the same.
There's also, people looking at the technology for, Star Trek, transporting someone from one location to another, teleporting them or beaming them up to a ship. The technology basically states, or it's just, turning you into basically just your energy, your atoms, and then reconstructing you at the next location. Technically, that wouldn't be you.
Yeah.
You would cease to exist, but then you are reconstructed as you were.
So it'd be you to everyone else, but not you to you. You would be obliterated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
So, no. As it is an Altered Carbon, they become basically that stack is what they call it, that disk that you're uploaded to. That is you. You're just a program now. And yeah, you get uploaded every now and then. And again, what further supports this theory that that's not really you is, even though it's illegal in the series, you can be what's called double sleep, 2 copies of you running around. And it can be from whenever someone decided to take a backup of you.
Yeah.
It's just a copy of you at that point. Yes, it's you, but it's not the original you. It's a totally different copy. And it has its own experiences. And that's a great thing to show how, in the show when that happened, with the main character, how he was totally a different person at one point in time and a totally new person at this later point in time. And he had to fight his old self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one. But yeah, sorry, Chase. It's over. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Or did I say... Oh, no, he said Chase. That's right. I was like, wait a minute. Did he say Chase, or did I just say Chase?
Yeah, he said Chase versus game when he.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this one's got.
Hey guys, so I work in an office building, all women, different ages, different shapes, different sizes. There's a few that are moderately attractive. Coming around the corner, and there was a girl that we almost ran into each other, and she was wearing a low-cut shirt. And this is the first time I've seen her today, and I looked directly at her boobs. Just because I have it, they were right there. They were looking at it. My face might have been pointing down at it before we even almost collided. But I looked up. I looked at it noticeably long. And I looked up, and she noticed that I looked at it. What I did was say nothing and walked away. What should I have said? Is there something I could have said? Would apologizing be better? Is it better not to draw attention to it? Maybe a compliment? Hey, your chest looks nice today? or just to see what you guys think would have been the correct way to handle that situation. I felt that saying nothing would be okay. It would be awkward, and maybe she was looking for an apology, but at least it wouldn't escalate it anymore. Interested to see what you guys have to say. I'll hang up and listen. I'll talk to you guys later.
I think you did the only thing you really could do.
Yeah, that doesn't lead to a lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so yeah,
you're gonna look. It's gonna happen. There's nothing that really could be done about it.
if you could have apologized in the moment and just... Because in a way, she could take that as sort of a compliment, and then you being, apologize about it. But now that it's been a while and you walked away, I'm just thinking about Napoleon Dynamite exiting the stage after his
the epic dance.
If you were super awkward, that might be in your favor. But
yeah, you could always just look at her and be like, nice tits, and then walk away.
And you could have done that. That's the thing you could have done.
And just reach out and like, doot, 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 doot. Oh, I'm sorry. I was possessed by your amazing rack.
Also, if you could have just been like, "Oh shit, sorry," and walked away, it could have been because you almost ran into it, or you were staring.
You're like, look,
I was ambiguous. I'm sorry.
I was staring there before.
No,
I was staring there after, but I was staring there before.
Whether or not, so if you want to apologize now after the fact, it depends on how long ago it was. If it was like a month ago, it'd be weird to bring it back up.
I've been thinking about your perfect tits.
I've been thinking about your tits for a long time.
Remember when I stared at your jugs?
Can we repeat this?
Yeah.
And you might just have to live with that. She might think you're slightly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've caught myself doing that.
It would just be weird to mention it, really.
Just like beep, beep, beep. You fucking your eyes just programmed to
and then they know.
Although he was accidental, he didn't even mean it.
I know, but
then he did mean it.
It's like, well, I'm already here. What are we gonna do?
And you may think that you're good at the side eye quick glance, but they know.
They always know.
Yeah. Or you could blame her. That's one way you could go about it. Be like,
maybe
look,
you shouldn't wear that.
You're like, I've been tempted by the way you're dressing, and it makes me uncomfortable. And then that way you can't get in trouble. It doesn't fall back on you. It's like, look, I was tempted by the devil in your dress, in your blouse, and I can't help it.
Can't help it. The human eye is attracted to movement.
Yeah, and you can't. But don't say anything now. It's way too late, probably.
If it's like anything more than the next day, it's too late.
Yeah, don't just because then it makes it seem like you're obsessing over it.
Exactly.
Like, oh my god. Yeah.
Just try to be, as friendly and normal as possible in further
I want to
interactions.
know what,
I mean,
he
you-
means by like a noticeably long time.
Yeah, were they standing there like
long
So,
enough to be noticed.
It's like because it's different if you're like doing it for like a second, like you get distracted and then you move on. But like if you're fucking like staring and it becomes uncomfortable.
I think what we need is him to get a snapshot of this chick like secretly. So we can see
No,
what she looks like.
that's that.
see because it's like
Oh, Cameron,
we're
your
talking
face.
like
I
a
know.
difference of like. We're talking a difference of maybe like 4 or 5 seconds as opposed to like 20 seconds here.
It wasn't even like he didn't even like. If someone came over, and was like, "You're staring," and he just like.
Oh, that reminds me of I saw this advertisement for a Russian app where the whole premise is: are you too shy, to come up and talk to a girl and find out more about her? Well, now you can take a picture of her face and do a reverse image search of her and find out what her name is, her Facebook profile, so you have something to go talk about with her. And that's the way they were displaying it.
What
Like,
the fuck? That's some real Facebook shit, right?
Yeah,
there.
and so now you have guys coming around who know everything about you, where you live, and what your mom's name is, and you're
That's creepy, dude.
How's your mom doing?
Oh, I heard she had surgery last Friday. God, that's creepy. That's like way creepy.
oh yeah, talking about being out of touch, but
Next gen stalker level.
yeah, those fucking Russians, man.
it's just like, at what point did he not just go, oh,
Sorry, yeah. Like who approved that? Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know if it actually became an app, but
And
I
who
just-
would like how fucking unsuccessful would that be too? It's like the worst app ever made. Like, God, everyone always tells me I'm a freak for using this thing. I hate it. I hate your fucking app. 1 star.
Once.
it'd be great though as a troll thing where it always uses the flash on your camera. You can't turn it off.
Just take a picture of me.
He's like,
No.
yes, Brittany, I just did.
Would you like to go get some Thai tonight? Or perhaps curry? Yeah.
Oh man,
That's funny.
We could bring your sister along as well. Yeah, that's nuts.
I was just thinking like his like predicament is like in that Transformers video I sent to you guys, where Megatron. becomes a
Oh.
woman.
Yeah.
Or just Starscream's all cracking tits, Megatron.
It's because Starscream is the best. Fucking love Starscream.
So funny.
all right.
You guys want to answer the last one, or you want to leave it at 2 and save it?
Just keep it to 2.
We could keep it to 2, but we can answer some of the Discord questions because we want to leave them answerless.
We got a pretty decently long episode. Yeah.
That's true, but I just feel like
We got 2 hours going.
Let's do one.
okay,
One from there. How about that? We can come to the midpoint
I think
between
we've done
0
all of
and
these already.
1.
The
Well,
next
this
one is the one for Cam.
No,
Yeah, so this is Will
I'm pretty sure we've done that.
No, we haven't.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cameron. Do you have a list of watches you're looking
I
at?
swear we've done this one.
I don't think we have. I think the problem is you need to mute this channel and
No,
never
we
look at
definitely have done this one because the second one is about cologne, and we've definitely done that one.
I mean, we've talked about cologne because we went looking for cologne for
I
you.
know, and you mentioned that specifically when we answered this fucking question.
it. God, maybe we did. I
Maybe.
don't know.
Who knows? What's the next one?
Okay, it's from Strap Coopmore. If I put a pair of boxers on over another pair of boxers, does that count as wearing shorts? Follow up: does having a pee hole / fly do or do not change the answer? Does that change it?
Done this one?
No, we haven't. I've bitched about underwear that doesn't have a pee hole because it's
They all
fascist.
They all should. It's
Yeah.
fascist.
Yeah, it's control. It's top-down control of your
I
life.
thought you liked being cucked.
I want to have a little hole that I can stick my dick through and piss out of. And anyone that tells you that, oh, I don't see how it can fit, is full of shit because I can put it up to my shoulder. Okay, it fits.
You put your arm through there.
Yeah, I did. I was like, see this? Is your dick bigger than my fat arm? Like, I don't think so. So fuck you. Yeah, Ooh, man, you're ruining our world. Those people that do this.
No, I agree. I think it's stupid. If you don't want it, buy a pair of panties that doesn't have the hole.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be a bitch, be a bitch.
Wait, maybe
Pick
those
your
people
hole
who
for
are
me.
complaining have the opposite problem, where their dick is too small to like. They can't.
They don't have
slide
the
it.
length.
Yeah, they don't have the length, so they're basically holding it with the first two fingers, and it's just not.
Then it's more fabric.
It's too much fabric.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
The only
They're like, I
complaint
gotta
have,
I feel
slither. I gotta noodle my way out of there, and that's not enough.
That's the problem. That's the actual problem. It's not that their dick is too big. It's that it's
No, but I would argue
they got the fucking
that some of them have elastic in the hole, and that kind of can pinch off the flow. And,
Yeah, that's
get the last
true.
2 drops.
That's true.
You have to be like very careful, making sure you
But
shake
the
it,
ones that go over
but
the
then
fence,
there's-
it's the same fucking thing.
But then there's also ones,
Unless you got, like-
the ones I'm wearing right now that are just open.
Unless you pull at night, you're pulling your
It's
boxers
just like
all the
it's
way
like
down
if
past
you're
your ass.
if you sit down in a certain way, it can just open up the flap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. But like the people that are like,
happy
oh,
medium.
just go over. It's like, yeah, just grab your balls, pull them over the top of your underwear, and then you got your fucking balls and cock and balls out, and then you're peeing. It's like, why do you got to have everything out?
Why would you want to pull your balls out in the bathroom? Just leave them inside the fucking.
if you don't pull the balls
where
out,
it's warm.
too, if you don't pull the balls out,
Do you pull your balls out?
I did.
At like no. At like if you're out in
You
public
don't need to
and you're
pull
using a
your balls
restroom,
out.
or you look at a urinal, you're like, nah, everyone's coming out to party.
If we're
Like,
talking
you just, like,
cutting
let
off
them
the
out.
flow, yeah, you have to have the balls out.
Are your
Alright,
balls
we
like
need-
fucking humping up on your shaft?
All right, so
You can leave the balls in and not cut off the flow.
I don't have.
I would agree with that. Yeah,
I don't.
they just want to have the ultimate power move where they take like those sticks for the old men, where there's like the fucking little fence thing where they put their dick on it, and it's like a crutch for your dick to like pee into the urinal.
I mean, mine still works. So I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they want that. They want to like pull their up hands all the way down for the power move of just doing that.
It's not about
Of having the fucking setup.
fucking old people. It's like when you go to the gym and they're all just buck ass naked, and you're like,
Yeah, you're like, we gotta be weird.
One of my
Fuck you. And they're
granddad's
like-
friends
and they're
gave
just
him
like-
one of those
remember,
they're
things.
just explaining their balls, and they're like, and then Joni told me, and you're like, put some fucking clothes on.
Like,
Right
I don't
now.
want to look at your balls, man. Like the first thing you see when you turn the
Just
corner
walk
is just
up and be like,
old man.
and just like run away. Fuck, man, it's so gross.
Sacky tag.
You're it. Just run off.
This old dude just heart
Got
attack,
his
just falls down.
Pants
yeah.
around his ankles, comes chasing after you.
He's got a raging boner.
Haven't had one of these in years.
That's,
Yeah, get over here, boy.
You brought it back to life.
that's the ultimate
Yeah.
game of hide and seek.
Sacky tag.
You're just trying to run.
Yeah, dude. You gave it a shot of love. That tap.
What's up, camel balls? And just like walk around, man. Like, I fucking hate it. I hate going to the gym.
It is the old man thing too. It's like, why do the old people just like?
Because they don't care.
They're just comfortable. Yeah, they're
They
just.
don't care. And I think in the like when they were young in like the 70s, 80s, it was everyone went to the gym and then they would strip naked and then shower afterwards. And
I'm not gay, John, but nice dick.
I think it's just nowadays, I guess, no one ever. Because like even in high school, we have showers. No one.
No,
really
we have.
used it.
Okay, I got
if they did
a
use it, they
repressed
would have
memory
their,
from seventh grade that just popped into
swim
my
trunks.
mind. There was this weird kid in my seventh grade, like junior high,
Yeah.
and like we all get done with the gym. We're like, none of us are showering, and he's like buck ass naked. He's like, "Sup, guys? Like the angle of the dangle?" And we're like, "What the fuck?" And like, I've never gotten dressed faster. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's an old guy at heart. He's an old
Leave
man.
it. Oh, it was terrible. Thanks for that repressed memory that just came
There you
back
go.
into my.
But it's just, I just don't know what it is. I guess
My-
people that have body shame issues
Yeah, I don't know.
back in the day.
My thing that always bothered me was there was always this one guy that was like, everyone's like lining up to change in the bathrooms, or there's like a few people, and they're like, "Oh, why don't you just change out here?" And he's just standing there like bobbing his head. He's like, yeah, come on, man. We all got the same stuff. He's like, come on, let me see it. Let me see your dick. And he's like holding you down. He's like, let me see your dick. I want to see your dick. And it's like, you just said we have the same stuff. No, I want to see yours. No! No! It's the same. Why do you want to see it then? It's like, you're not making any sense. It's so crazy. Yeah, it's like, why don't you guys want to show your dick off, huh? You got something different under there?
We're gonna peacock it.
We all got dicks. Everybody's got dicks.
Here's the thing, though, like
Talking about that time that Joe got pinned by that one guy.
what?
Have you never heard that story?
No.
Oh man, Joe got pinned by like this autistic guy in high school.
I think he was Down syndrome.
Yeah, he asked him to lay down on this like bench thing, and then he just like held him there.
Help! Someone help!
And he couldn't get up.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's such a weird fucking thing.
Why would you do that?
What are you doing? It's like, let me go, please. Let me go. Oh my God. It's happening again.
I can just imagine the fear, the realization. It's like, this guy can rape me.
It's like, I can't do anything to this thing. This person, he's too strong. I can't even sit up.
You guys are bastards. Did you even help him out?
No, we weren't there. That's the story he told
we
us
weren't
later.
there.
Yeah. I mean, we probably would have helped him after a minute. I let the fear set in, and it's like, all right.
Before there was insertion.
Yeah, before the rape, we'd help. You gotta let the fear, though. You gotta give him the fear so that he learns his lesson. Right?
Everything leading up is fine.
Yeah. Gotta learn your lesson. Don't lay down.
It's not how we wanted him to lose his virginity.
Yeah. It wasn't as finely orchestrated as how we actually got him to do it. Which oddly, all of us were there. Yeah, not like they're there, but like
You're all in the room like, yeah. Joe, that's not the clit. That's the belly button. Down.
lower, no, too low.
Not the chocolate
All
starfish.
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's that.
Yeah. Cool. Thank
Also,
you.
no, they wouldn't count as shorts.
Yeah, we never even answered it.
I remember a chick in high school I went to high school with that would wear like the dudes like boxers as like legit shorts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I
She was
mean,
kind of a hoe.
Did she have the
my-
pee hole?
my person-
Pee hole? Was it the pee hole boxers?
Yeah.
See, even the chicks get the pee hole boxers.
I would
they
just.
buy the dude ones.
I don't think that they are shorts. Are they more social acceptable than whitey tighties? Sure. I mean, it's okay to be seen briefly in boxer shorts. It's still.
I guess it would depend on how long.
Yeah, that's why they're called
They are?
briefs. You're meant to see them briefly.
Would you answer the door? Let's say to pizza guy, delivery driver, in your boxers.
Well,
yes or
because
no?
I want to get laid. I
From the
can't pay
pizza
for
guy?
this.
I mean,
If it's appropriate
got
to
extra sausage.
if it's appropriately to
Did you bring
to
the
answer
extra
the door,
sausage?
I can't pay for this pizza.
Then
Do you have any
I
other
guess-
ways?
no cash.
Yeah. No, I think that's right. I think that's a good way to look at it. It's like, would you answer
Still,
a door?
though.
Would you? I mean, what if it was
No.
two boxers and you had like a shirt on? That's still probably kind of weird, huh? Because boxers are like short as
Yeah.
fuck, and you're like,
It's not like if you're wearing like.
I mean, there
like,
becomes
like
a point
sports shorts or
where
anything
if
like that.
it's like the tight exercise stuff, that it could just be seen as exercise shorts at that point. But still,
I guess. But I'm afraid my bubblegum balls are going to pop out if I'm wearing something
more
that
like
short. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be like doing
basketball
dumbbell
shorts or
flies and it's,
something
like,
if you're
hanging
worried
out
about
on
it.
the
I mean, seriously.
yeah, just buy a pair of basketball shorts.
Yeah.
They're basically the same thing.
Yeah, you just don't
Yeah.
wear. If you're gonna use them for like sleep stuff, you just put just no boxes.
Well,
underneath. You just
I think having the pee hole does make it more awkward, though.
yeah, 'cause
But-
it can pop open at any time.
Yeah.
It's like a game of like Jenga.
Yeah, you never know when it's gonna just pop
Slide
out.
something out
Yeah,
till it all falls out.
Yeah, you never know when like that, Mr. Happy's is gonna bust his way through. I'm like, hello, welcome to the party.
Till
Yeah.
Mr. Elephant shows his face.
yeah. I think that's a good one. All right, you guys got anything else?
I think we're good.
All right,
That's it.
On that note,
yeah. 385-204-3921. That is where you can send us your questions, and we will answer them on the show. The off-topic episodes, we will be doing these. Guys, how is the book looking? How's Washington Alive?
So
Already done.
I made it my goal on the 4th of July to listen to as much of it as possible, and I'm done with the Revolutionary War stuff, which was very fitting.
Oh, nice.
For July 4th.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So early in the book.
I have 18 hours left.
Yeah, that's not bad. 18 hours. It's 41 hours long, I think, or like 40
42.
something. Yeah, it's fucking big.
It's like 41 hours and like 58 minutes or some shit.
It's
like
my
that.
patriotic duty to finish this section of this book on this day.
Yeah.
And I did.
The crazy one, though, Musashi, is even longer. It's like 51, dude.
so
Musashi's
Really?
fucking monstrous.
Oh, it's so long.
Yeah. God, super long.
So good.
It's funny how you're like thinking 30 hours is standard for like a good video game, but when you start talking about like as a book being that long, holy shit, that's a long book.
Yeah, it's getting up there, yeah. That's kind of
It's
fucked
not
up.
really long for me though.
Well, yeah, you listen to it all day at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I can't listen to like
A
my headphones at
50-hour
work.
book is just like 5 days.
God, fucking God. God damn, Craig, that's too much.
Not really. I mean, like, the reason you're not through like a shit ton of books is because you like offset it by listening to other stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But, yeah. Awesome. I think that's going to be it for us this time, guys. Thank you for hanging out, and we'll see you again next week.